time. For over a century, the attorney
Coach, you guys ended up finishing fourth in the final WVSSAC rankings, and of course you match up against number 13 tonight, East Fairmont. But before we go there, had a heck of an effort, a lot of big numbers last week against Nitro.
Yeah, we wanted to come back out after that loss to Winfield and put up a good showing. And, we had a really good week of practice, and it carried over into the game Friday night. I thought, was clicking on all cylinders. I thought offense, played really well. Defensively, we played really well. And, special teams, continued to play well. So it was a big night, for Matt. He broke the school record with the most total touchdowns in a game and passing touchdowns in a game. So that was fun. A lot of the boys down on the sideline, I think for first time in a few weeks, was able to just have a good time and not really have to worry about anything. And I think it was big and something that we needed to happen in order to go into this week, and they've been real loose all week. They're ready to play tonight, and we've had another good week of practice.
Yeah, that was kind of my next question. How did the confidence from that game kind of roll into practice on Monday afternoon?
It did, because we was playing really well at the beginning of the season, and I kind of think we hit a little patch there in the middle where I don't know that we played bad, but I don't think we played up to our highest standards, especially against certain competition. I felt like we could have done a little better, but we needed to kind of right that ship. After the game at Winfield, we knew that we had to get back to doing some things a little bit differently, and we needed to get back to being us. And that meant pushing the ball down the field. We got weapons all over the place. The ball was spread around. Most impressive thing to me was, in addition to what Matt's stats were, his first 4 touchdowns with the 4 different receivers. So that means, that the ball was getting spread around, and then Preston adds the 5th touchdown. So when we're working like that, it makes it hard for defenses to make any type of adjustment because they can't decide who to take away at that point because, we throw our talents pretty much equal across the board at all of our skills positions.
Coach, your opponent tonight is a team from the northern sector of West Virginia, and of course they don't play in this area. East Fairmont, I'm sure you've watched a lot of game film. What have you learned about that team over the past week?
Well, they look a lot like us as far as what they try to do offensively. They do a lot of shotgun, a lot of 2x2, 3x1 sets. The quarterback, Crookshanks, is a pretty good football player. He, threw for a little over 1,500 yards. He's I think which was the school record for them, and I think about 20 touchdown passes. But he's also good with his feet. Added a few hundred yards on the ground, and I think about another 10 touchdowns. Their tailback's pretty good, and then they got another good wide receiver. So they're pretty balanced. About 60-40 it looks like run to pass. Defensively, we see some different things from them depending on their opponent. A lot of 4-man, 3-man fronts primarily, and cover 2, cover 4 primarily in coverage. So we feel like we can match up real well with them. The weather tonight might be a little change up our game plan a little bit. You just never know. But we feel like no matter what, we're typically a 50-50 team, but if we need to lean heavier one way or the other, depending on who the opponent is or what the elements are, we can do that, make those adjustments.
Of course, East Fairmont, they play, those teams up, Fairmont Senior, which we know is a very talented team, the Bridgeports and the Northern Sector teams. What have you learned as far as the overall? I mean, they pass some, they run some, like you said. Are they a run heavy or pass heavy, or kind of break it up 50-50?
They're more 60-40, probably a little more run to pass. But it's not a great difference. It's enough that, like I said, their tailback, he's pretty good, and their quarterback, he's pretty good running the football. So, like I said, it's really about 60-40 as far as their play calling goes. And their offensive line's big, and they do a pretty good job up front. They got a couple kids that are pretty impressive on film. So, like I said, offensively, depending on the elements and stuff and how bad they are this evening, will probably depend on that too. You may see them like 90-10. You just never know, because I think that's going to play a factor this evening.
That was kind of going to be my last question. As far as your guys' game plan, the last forecast I've seen said it should be the end of the rain should be finishing up right around game time. How will that affect your game if it does rain during the contest?
It just depends on how heavy it is. We're typically 50-50 run to pass. But, like I said, if the elements are bad, I feel confident in Preston and Carson that we can run the ball. And Matt's an underrated runner as well. So, with those three being able to use their legs and carry the football and take care of it for us, I'm not too worried. But if it's just a drizzle or anything like that, I'm sure we can stick with, our primary offense, and Matt will do a lot of RPOs and take what the defense is giving us and hopefully take advantage of it with our skills guys.
So, do you take that 9-1 season, throw it out the window, and you start out at 0 tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely 0. I mean, that's the way we told them. This is a whole new season. You play, and it's win or go home. So we're excited to be here, and we last year it was more like we were just happy to be there. Now we're excited to be here because we feel like we can take that next step forward.
All right, Coach Jeremy Dolan, thank you very much for joining us. We'll catch up with Coach at the end of tonight's game, and we'll be back with more of our Parmar Stores pregame show after this. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
What started as a vision to bring...
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take
on sale every day, or maybe it's the new Fords that are.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen,
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis, to teach,
way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me? Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Whoa! Touchdown, yeah! And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with...
Coach, first of all, you guys, had a respectable season, finished up at 7-3 and 13th in the Class AA rankings. Your thoughts on the regular season?
Well, it was a nice change for us. Last time East Fairmont's been in the postseason is 2007, so my seniors were 2 years old last time Eastside had a winning record. So it's a nice accomplishment for us, especially out of the Big Ten. But, obviously everybody likes to try to get in, and once you get in, try hopefully make a little bit of noise.
Of course, you guys place some AAA teams, and teams that are well known in the northern part of the state. Were you pleased with the play, even though you dropped those 3 games?
Yeah, at times. We showed some inexperience, especially opening the season with North Marion, some turnovers and stuff. And, we played Fairmont Senior pretty well for a half, and that's a big game, obviously. 102 straight years we played that game. But, in this kind of football, you got a good football team like Scott, can't turn the football over, and we did that last week. So we got to work on trying to clean some of that stuff up.
Ian Crookshanks is your quarterback, and he's your offensive leader. What do you expect out of him tonight?
Well, to be smart with the football. Ian had to start some as a freshman. He's a junior now. He actually set the all-time scoring record, or all-time passing record at East Fairmont last week, over 4,000 yards in his career. So, he's our veteran guy. Hopefully be smart with the football and take care of it, kind of get us into the right sets.
And then you've got Dom Fantasia, running back, and then you got a couple receivers out there that can catch the ball as well.
Yeah, we're definitely a team atmosphere. We have a guy that we lean on with Alex Culp, but, we have 3 other guys that have 18, 19 catches apiece, so we spread the ball around. That's kind of how we do things. We don't really have any superstars, but, we try to play 11 hats to the ball and everybody together.
Okay, defensively, you've got Alex Culp and Gage Dean. Looks like your defensive leaders out there. What kind of defense will we see out of the Bees tonight?
We're a base 4. Depending on what we look at, we can go into some 3 looks. But we generally a 4 to a 3, depending on the schemes that we see. Because in our conference, we see some stick eye, and then we see 4 wide spread. And Scott's kind of a spread you out, but then it can also give you some power looks with that wing set. So you may see variable formations from us defensively, depending on what we see tonight.
Coach, obviously the weather. We got some rain this evening. How do you feel like that'll affect your gameplay?
Well, like we told our kids, I said, obviously it's wet, that can create some turnovers and things like that, hold on to the football, but, both teams have got to play in it, so it is what it is. That's part of the game, and, we got to make sure that we're students of the ball and not give the football up, and that's a big thing, because you got to possess, every possession is valuable to us, so we got to treat it as such.
In your scouting reports, how do you feel like you match up against the Skyhawks?
Well, hey, they do a great job. They've got a nice 1-2 punch with a kind of a power inside game, but they've got some guys that can get on the edge, and you've got a very solid quarterback. But I think for them, it all starts up front, right? They've got a pretty good offensive, defensive line. They get after it. They're big, like to be physical, looks like on film. So, we've got to maintain the line of scrimmage. If we can hold the line of scrimmage, then we've got a shot tonight maybe.
Coach, thank you very much. Coach Shane Eckleby, head coach of the East Fairmont Bees. We'll be back with more of our Black and Gold Skyhawk pregame show after this. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
This has been the Parmar Stores pregame.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis. To teach.
To care.
When you choose Boone, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health. We're bringing medicine home.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty, annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
The wait is over. It's time for Scott Skyhawk football. Tonight's game is presented by Stevens Auto Center,
Parmar Stores,
Rodney Miller,
Caldwell Insurance Agency,
People's Bank,
Barker's Hardware,
the Handley family of businesses,
BOONE Memorial Health,
Schaefer & Schaefer Attorneys at Law,
the Babe Cave Salon and Spa,
Dr. Ron Stallings,
Clayton Homes,
Miller Brothers Pharmacy,
Thornhill Auto Group,
Farrell Hill Insurance Agency,
and by
your locally owned and operated McDonald's.
And now to bring you all the action of Black and Gold football, here's the voice of the Scott Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. We would like to welcome those who are coming to us tonight via Video Productions, our broadcast team of joined efforts for tonight, and hope you are high and dry and sitting back in your living room and got the volume cranked up and the video up on the big screen, because hopefully we'll see a lot of high-flying action tonight between your number 4 Scott Skyhawks and the number 13 East Fairmont Bees. Let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. First of all, the offensive unit for the Bees. Chris Barrett.
Up front for the Bees will be at anchor. That offensive line will be number 57, Tyler Parrish, a senior at center. At left guard will be number 65, Evan Helm. At left guard will be number 56, Camden Bonner. At right guard will be number 52, Caleb Crookshanks. And at right tackle will be number 50, Gage Dean. Playing the wideout position will be number 1, Hoyt Michael. And number 34, Avery Brown. Running back will be number 33, Dominic Fantasia, and running the signal callers here tonight, number 15, a junior, 6 foot, 198 pound, in Crookshank.
Let's take a look at the defensive starting lineup for the Skyhawks. It will be up front, it will be Keaton Wheatley, Connor Hughes, and Trent Bice. At the linebacker positions, in the middle will be Dalton Milam and Ty Mitchell. On the outside will be Isaiah Brown and David Fennessy on the other side. At the corners, it will be sophomore Isaiah Bush and sophomore Carter McClung. And the safeties tonight will be Carson Brenninger and Jay Sharps.
On the defensive side of the ball for the Bees, up front, left defensive end will be number 70, Caleb Spencer. Right defensive end will be number 34, Avery Brown. Two tackles will be 65, Evan Helm, and number 56, Camden Bonner. Linebackers will be number 50, Gage Dean, 58, Dakota Dammer, and number 25, Nicholas Day. The two corners will be number 30, Alex Culp, and number 88, Rocket Nichols. Number 2, Riley Toro, and Evan Bartholomew.
And we'll get the Scott starting offensive unit here in just a few minutes. Scott won the toss, have deferred to the second half, and they will be kicking off from our right to left. Cameron Green has it all teed up for the Skyhawks and ready to get things underway as the first round of the WVSSAC Class AA playoffs are about to begin. And the kicker's ready. He's just waiting on the official. The officials have given the signal, and Green is ready. Looks both sides to the line of his team, and he is set and ready to get this game underway. Now he looks to his left, back to his right. Here we go, and the kick is a high end-over-end kick. It will be fielded at the Fairmont East 20, coming across to the near side, and he is taken over. He broke a tackle, but then he was hit at the 25, but they get him stopped up around the 28, 29-yard line. I don't know who that defender was. I don't know if you saw the number, but high-flying scout come in there to make the stop. We'll get a replay here on Video Productions, as you can see it there. So East Fairmont will get the start at their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, about a 9-yard return there for East Fairmont. As you said, Joe, kind of come to this near side to try to find running room. Just was not able to and was stood up pretty big over here near the sideline.
Crookshanks will go with an empty backfield. Twin receivers to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. Crookshanks is a junior quarterback with a lot of experience. He is set and ready to go here. The opening play for the East Fairmont drive. Oh, and it's over his head. He's quickly throws one across the middle. It's caught up around the 36-yard line. They will get some positive yardage out of it, but that could have been a disastrous play right off the bat for East Fairmont.
Yeah, it's going to be complete to number 33, which is his running back, Dominic Fantasia. But a good job there by Crookshanks of being able to corral that high snap and be able to get under his feet underneath him in order to deliver that ball. Good catch, as that was a high ball too by Fantasia.
And we have an official timeout as the White Hat comes up and talks to the line judge. Downfield, we have an extra official on each side of the field tonight. Now Crookshanks has one single running back in the backfield. They got a man in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep. They'll come to the near side with the running back, and he is caught at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for maybe a yard on the carry. It looks like it is number 33, and wearing that jersey is Dom Fantasia. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd down and a long 1.
Yeah, they send a man in motion, and when they do, they fake the jet sweep to him and then hand it off to the lone man behind him, Fantasia.
Same formation, 3 wideouts to the far side, single wideout to the near side for East Fairmont. Play clock, you got plenty of time. Play clock at 17. Now Crookshanks sets, and Fantasia moves from the left to the right to line up to the right-hand side of the quarterback. And it's another high snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He will fall forward. Looks like for the first down, he's going to get up by about a yard, so a gain of 2 on the play. First down, move the sticks for the East Fairmont Bees.
Yeah, that's going to be what Scott's going to have to account for here all night. Crookshanks, he runs a lot, and he is a good open field runner for his size, so they're going to have to account for the quarterback, which means they're going to have to spy some here tonight.
First down, 10 for East Fairmont. They pick up their first down of the ball game. Ball spotted at their own 40. Crookshanks will come up to the line. Now Fantasia standing back there to his right. Now they'll take a stop, and we'll stop the clock. Here comes one of the officials. It looks like we have a flag on the far side of the field. And the signal is offside Scott. They must have lined up offsides.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Ty Mitchell is lining up in the neutral zone.
Yep. So a 5-yard Christmas present to East Fairmont as they move the ball up to the Bees 45. Once again, they'll go 3 wideouts far side, single wideout to the near side. Crookshank takes the ball, hands it off to Fantasia, and he's getting around the outside. He got by one Skyhawk, dives forward. He'll pick up 4 on the play.
Yeah, one of those.
It's going to be close to a 5.
It's going to be right at the stick, it looks like, and it was one of those read options where Crookshank has an opportunity to keep it if he wants to, but he puts it in the belly of Fantasia. He goes around that left side of the offensive line and off tackle, and he's able to pick up 4, get just close to that first down marker.
4.5, about a half yard, maybe the length of the football is all they need. Once again, now they go twin receivers each side of the field, single running back, quarterback from the gun, standing at his own 45. Here comes a man in motion, another high snap, and in there to make the stop in the backfield is Scott. They're going to throw him down for a loss, and I'm thinking that may have been Isaiah Brown in there to make him the initial stop.
It's going to be Isaiah Brown, and I believe Ty Mitchell is one of the ones that end up coming with it. It's going to be about 1.5 yard loss there as they come back close to the 47.5 yard line.
Third down and 2 now for the Bees. They'll send 3 wideouts to the near side this time. Single receiver to the far side, and Fantasia will be the lone running back. Crookshanks looks over to the team, or the coaching on the far side of the field. Now he is set. Play clock at 8. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it up the middle. He follows a hole, gets a hole up the middle. He crosses the 50. He'll pick up the first down and about 3 more as they'll move it to the Skyhawks side of the ball. It'll be a first down and moving the sticks once again for the second time tonight. Gain of 6 on the play. Rain starting to come down a little heavier now. Wind, little breeze blowing through Skyhawk Field as Fairmont is set. Takes a snap, and they hand it off, and another Isaiah Brown read it great. He got caught the running back from behind, and he's assisted by David Fennessy on the tackle.
About pickup of about 0.5 yard on the play.
He fell forward just enough to get that yardage. 3 receivers lined up far side. Single wide out to the near side, and caught. Connor Hughes offsides, made a big jump. As soon as he smacked his hands, Hughes took off, and it was funny because in the locker room before the game, Coach Eric McClung said that Connor Hughes was so pumped up he would be offsides at least 3 times tonight, and he just gave one of them up right there.
Yeah, but as you can see, Joe, here early on, they are using that quarterback run. They're lining him up, and whatever side that the running back lines up on, they're running to the opposite side right now.
Second and a short 5. Crookshank drops back. He wants to pass. Fires one downfield. He's got a man wide, stinking open, and a catch at the 10-yard line into the end zone, untouched. That is, trying to see the number there. He's over there signaling, trying to get the number 1.
Here's a replay.
Number 1, wide open on that far side over there. Not a Skyhawk in sight.
Yeah, as you can see on the replay, looks like Scott bites on the bubble screen out there, and a little out route that they're running, and they lose the man in the slot down the sidelines running the flag route, and then it's just an easy touchdown there for the Bees.
Fairmont will attempt to kick the extra point. Ball is snapped, kick is away. It looks good from here. It is good. As the kicker is number 84. So Fairmont strikes first as they jump out to a 7-point lead here at Skyhawk Field. We will keep it right here as they score with 7:37 to go here in the first quarter on a, how many yard pass play was that?
40.
A 40-yard pass play from Ian Cruikshanks to Colton Haddix. No, I'm sorry, Hoyt Michael was the receiver.
And if you're listening at home, we do not have an 84 on East Fairmont's
that's great
roster right now. So I'm thinking it may be number 7, Connor Tingler.
Because that's who he's listed as the kicker. And he will also be doing the kicking for East Fairmont. So the Bees score on their opening drive. Now we'll see what the Skyhawks can muster up here in their opening drive of the ball game.
Yeah, this is what you're going to see from East Fairmont tonight. You're going to see a heavy run, more than probably what they've done this year because of the elements here tonight.
High end over end kick, and it will go into the end zone. And Isaiah Bush just lets it roll, and the Skyhawks will take it out of the box and start down the field at the 20-yard line, or the 25 rather. I'm sorry, 20. High school was 20. Yeah.
As we said, Joe, who can control the line of scrimmage? East Fairmont done it in their first drive. See if Scott can do it in their drive.
Matt Fry goes with an empty backfield. There goes Brendiger in motion, and he gets outside, turns upfield, tries to come back, and he will go down for a loss on the play. And they put motion. They lined him up as a flanker. Is that there's something reflective on the field in it. It kind of looked like a flag, but it's not. A loss of 4 on the play. Skyhawks second down 14.
Yeah, that time, as soon as they seen Carson Brenner go in motion, they actually brought another linebacker down into the line of scrimmage over on that far side, and he's the one that wasn't able to let Carson break containment.
Fry takes it, puts it in the belly of Preston Cooper. Now they actually, let's see. This quarterback keeper on Mac Fry. He put it into the belly, but then he pulled it back out. He got the 4 yards back. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Skyhawks.
And tonight, with the type of weather we're in, this is not a 3rd and long situation. It's not what you want to be in. You want to try to stay ahead of schedule.
Now the wind starts to pick up from our left to right. Fry takes the snap, fakes it, passes downfield, catches Isaiah Bush in the hands. He can't hang on to it. Nice little slant route there from Bush, but he just could not hang on to the ball. Nicely thrown, but he couldn't find a handle. Might have been just a hair behind him, and here's the instant replay on Video Productions. He just couldn't find a handle on it and pull it in.
Yeah, Matt Fry, who we've seen done such a good job this year of running that RPO, is exactly what he was trying to do. He fakes it to Preston Cooper, and then he tries to throw a little slant route out to Isaiah Bush, but wet ball and just a little bit behind him, just wasn't able to get that handle on that ball.
Instant replay is brought to you by local Allstate agent Liz Underwood. Fennessy back to punt, low snap, a high end over end spiraling kick, and it bounces at the 40, takes a Scott bounce, rolls across midfield at the 50 down to the East Fairmont 49, and that's where the Skyhawks will down it and put it in play for the East Fairmont Bees. So now the Skyhawks got to find a way to stop the Bees.
Yeah, because as we said, Joe, you don't want to get down 2 and 3 scores at any point in this ballgame tonight, because it's going to be hard in order to complete as many passes as we've seen the Skyhawks be able to do this season.
Here comes East Fairmont out of the huddle. They'll be starting at their own 49. Fantasia, the lone running back, in the back. A high snap. Quarterback, he had to keep it. It goes left, and he gets to the line of scrimmage, hits a Skyhawk, falls forward. They're making the initial stop is David Fennessy for the Skyhawks. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball is spotted at the Scott 47. Twin receivers each side of the field for the Bees. Ian Crookshanks in the gun. Fantasia to his right, handoff to Fantasia up the middle, and back there they caught him, and in there to make the stop. Connor Hughes does an outstanding job coming from that defensive end position to read the play. They tried to hand it back and forth, and finally Hughes figured it out. And watch the All-State instant replay here as Hughes is there and makes a good play for the Skyhawk defense. 3rd down and 9.5. Little confusion down there. Now Fantasia will come up to the line. They'll line 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. 13 seconds on the play clock as Crookshanks looks over to the East Fairmont bench. Takes a snap, drops back, he wants to pass, fires one downfield, he's got a man wide open once again, and they make the catch at the 20. Let's see where they're going to spot it, at the 20. They're going to give him an outstanding spot at the 19-yard line. Here's the All-State instant replay.
Avery Brown, as they lose the guy again on the sidelines, as Avery Brown, it's a 6'2" receiver here on this near side. He's just able to get open as Carter McClung kind of comes up to try to jump that route yet again and just gets caught looking in the backfield.
Here goes Fairmont. They are going to go 3 receivers far side, single receiver and a running back this time. Crookshanks from the gun, takes a snap. Fires quickly across the middle, wide open. Oh, and he is drilled. His feet flew out from under him on a hit from David Fennessy. But he'll pick up some yardage, but he is down.
And you'll be able to watch it here on the replay. Can't tell which is his receiver. Is it number 189?
He gets up and finally goes off. He probably got the wind knocked out of him, but, man, I'm telling you what, he's still down. He's on his knees now. That would be Ethan Bartholomew, senior, 5'8", 145 receiver. Now he rolls over. So here's the instant replay as he comes across the slant pattern from left to the center of the field, and then Fennessy is there. He just drops the shoulder and flat out lays a hit on him.
It's going to be about a pickup of 9 on the play as the ball spotted at the 15-yard line.
Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break. We'll be back after this. The score, East Fairmont 7, Scott Skyhawks 0. You're listening to the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Located in the heart of Madison.
General Stores will be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
Apparently, Bartholomew just got the wind knocked out of him. He finally popped up there and literally ran off the field as Fairmont has it 2nd down and 3. They got 3 receivers to the far side, single wide out to the near side. Crookshanks goes from the gun, takes a snap. He flips it over to Fantasia. Fantasia turns, misses. Skyhawks miss one tackle over there. He's inside the 10. He'll pick up the first down, and it will be 1st and goal for East Fairmont. Gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, a little speed option right there. And once the quarterback Cruikshank seen the type of space that Fantasia had, he just went ahead and gave it to him early.
Cruikshanks will go from the gun. Fantasia lines up to his right, single wide out to the far side. Triple receivers to the near side. Plenty of time on the play clock. Game clock at 3:50. Cruikshanks take it. He's going to keep it and goes right up the middle. He is going to be into the end zone. The momentum is, nope, it's going to come up about a little short. They catch him right before he goes into the end zone. So it'll be 2nd goal now for the Bees. Gain of 7 on the play. At the 1, 2nd and 1 now for East Fairmont. And they should be a flag on that one. Cruikshanks kept there is a flag. The Fantasia, the running back, he had a step and a half before Cruikshanks ever got the ball. The official on the right side saw it, and it will be, let's see here.
They're calling
it.
12 men on the field for Scott.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Why not the motion call? Come on, guys. So half the distance to the goal. Cruikshanks goes again from the gun. He keeps it, and they don't know if they kept him out of there. I believe they kept him out. They stopped him short of the goal line. Now they signal touchdown. Good gravy. Ian Cruikshanks on a 1-yard run at exactly 3 minutes showing on the clock. So as you see on the All-State instant replay, and it looks like 84 is on to kick once again.
Connor Tingler, we got confirmation on that.
Okay. The ball is down, the kick is away. He's got a long kick. That one went to the baseball field. It is good. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. East Fairmont jumps out to a quick 14-0 lead over the Scott Skyhawks. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on WZAC and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Walgreens Find RX coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find RX coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me? Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Whoa! Touchdown, yeah. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
East Fairmont has it all teed up and ready to kick it away here at Scout Field after they've scored their second touchdown, jump out to a 14-0 lead. Figner kicks it. They're going to let it roll into the end zone, and the Skyhawks will take the touchback and start on the 20. I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's already the second touchback we've seen in back-to-back kicks. That's something that we've not seen a lot here from the Skyhawks against the Skyhawks is somebody that can able to put it in the end zone. So
he was kicking from the 40 out there earlier and putting them through the upright. So he's got a leg on him. That is Connor Tigner, senior, 6 foot 170. Here we go. Skyhawks got the ball for the second time tonight. Matt Fry from the gun. Fry takes it, puts it into the belly. Preston Cooper. Cooper's got a hole up the middle, crosses 25. And he gets close to the 30, got him still shoving. He's going to pick up the first down and more. They're still shoving him. Isaiah Brown got in behind him and just literally shoved him down the field. And a big gain by the Skyhawks, and they'll pick up their first down of the night.
Yeah, 16 yards on the run. And as you said, Joe, he was stood up at about the 8-yard mark, and then all of a sudden big Isaiah Brown comes in and leads a group in order to push him about 5 or 6 or 8 more yards down the field.
Skyhawks will send twin receivers to the far side, twin to the near side. Fry puts it into the belly of Preston Cooper. Cooper trying to get outside. Can't get there. He's going to go down for a couple of yard loss on that one.
Yeah, just unable to get to the outside right there. We're seeing Fairmont do something similar to what Winfield did to the Skyhawks, which is they put a couple of guys on the ends with speed. They're not worried about trying to get through blocks. Their goal is to just get upfield as quick as possible to try to make these running backs and the quarterback trying to figure out what's happening.
Flag on the play, face mask against East Fairmont. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Move the sticks for the Skyhawks.
But, yeah, Joe, right now that's exactly what you're seeing East Fairmont do.
He must have been an inadvertent face mark, and they give him 5-yard penalty. Fry goes from the gun, hands it off to Cooper. Cooper coming to the near side, gets a block, turns back to the center. Then he is met, breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet. He's across the 45, at the 50, 45, 40, still on his feet. Going downfield, he's got some blockers. Finally taken down just outside the East Fairmont 30-yard line. Another big Skyhawk play. They need to get a little momentum, and the Skyhawks needed that.
Yeah, they do, Joe, and that's a good way to get it started. Is Preston Cooper, the guy that we've talked about all season. We've seen him mature as a running back as the season's progressed, and you're seeing him right now. He's waiting for those holes to develop, and then he's getting upfield as quick as possible, and you're seeing big running lanes at times opened up for him.
First down and 10 at the East Fairmont 31-yard line. Fry goes from the gun. Fry takes it, puts it in the belly of Isaiah Brown. No, it's Isaiah. It's Carson Brenniger. Yeah, those 5 and 6s, I thought it was Bush there to begin with, but Carson Brenniger comes across the backfield, comes down the sideline, and he will pick up. And when there's a flag on the play, and of course it'll probably be a holding penalty. We're still waiting on the officials. Holding against Scott, of course. So that will move the ball backwards. That will move after the penalty is marked off back to the East Fairmont 37-yard line. It will be first down and about 16-17.
That tells me it was a hold on a receiver out here on the outside.
Fry from the gun, takes a snap, hands it off in the backfield. It is Brenniger once again. He comes to the near side, taken out of bounds at the 35-yard line. I'm disappointed that Brenniger doesn't have his big bright gold yellow shoes on tonight. That's how I can pick him out of the lineup between him and Bush. Brenniger will get a breather. Preston Cooper goes back into the lineup. It is second down and 12 now for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, pick up a 4 on the play.
They send Brenniger right back in. He and Bush both are going to line up to the near side. Braden Clark goes wide to the far side. Cooper will line up to the right of Matt Fry. Fry takes a snap, drops back, wants to pass, unloads one down the field. He's got Bush there. Bush catches it. Touchdown, Scott Skyhawks.
Yeah, just a beautiful read right there. Matt Fry immediately looks over to that left side. The corner's playing up, and because of that, it gives Isaiah Bush with his speed the advantage. Right here, as we see on the replay, he just runs right past the corner, and before the corner knows what's coming, the ball is on him, and Isaiah Bush is able to haul it in for a 33-yard touchdown.
And the Skyhawks strike right back with 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Cameron Green on to kick the extra point for Scott. Cole Elkins the holder. Long count, snap back, ball down, kick is away. It looks good from here. It is good. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. The Skyhawks now trail the East Fairmont Bees by a score of 14-7. That's the Skyhawks. They just needed to get a couple of big plays on that big run play. Then they get a little confidence. The rain has settled down a little bit, still misting rain, but still enough, out there to give the confidence to Matt Fry to make that pass.
Yeah, and I don't care if they were here last year or not. You still have a lot of jitters coming into this game. It's the playoffs. You're a high seed. You're hosting the first playoff game in a long time here at Scott. So there's going to be jitters. You've seen it here tonight with Connor Hughes jumping off sides. some holding penalties. But once Scott, if they can just sit here and survive this initial little blow, punch that East Fairmont's giving them, we can settle down and see if we can't get right back into this game.
Black Hammer defense has got to find a way to stop East Fairmont. That's going to be the key here in the first half. Scott will be kicking from our right to left. Cameron Green will tee it up.
Looks like the East Fairmont marching bands made their way over here on the far side.
Oh, yeah, they finally make it into town. Green is set and ready. Here comes the kick. It's a little that little shank, like a pitching wedge shot, as you say. East Fairmont there's heads up and gets to it. And they will start the drive at their own 32-yard line. As we look across the scoreboard, looks like North Marion leads Lincoln 8-0. Fairmont Senior leads Chapmanville 12-0. That game in the first quarter. Herbert Hoover knocked off Clay County last night, 63-26. Crookshanks from the gun. Twin receivers each side of the field. There goes Fantasia into motion. Quarterback drops back, pumps one. He's under it. He's going down. He's sacked. He is sacked all the way back at the 21-yard line. Oh, my gosh, they're going to give him a heck of a spot. He went down at the 21. They're going to give him the spot at the 24. Here's the Allstate instant replay on Video Productions. But a loss of eight. Second down 18. It should have been more like about loss of about 11 or 12. Flag on the play.
Connor Hughes one more time.
There's number 2 tonight. And there goes is that Toller going in for?
I think it's Gavin Aguilon.
You're correct. Aguilon in for Connor Hughes. Need to get him settled down just a little bit in there. They'll line 3 wideouts to the near side, single wideout to the far side. Crookshanks from the gun, standing back at his own 25. Drops back, wants to pass. And they put a little screen across, and they can't hang on to it. Fantasia drops it. The pass was right in his hands on the far side of the field. Can't hang on to it. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, they're trying to set up a little screen pass, and it would have been a one that if Fantasia could have made one guy miss over there, Isaiah Bush, it could have been a big gain, but Fantasia just not able to come up with it.
Oh, the penalty. I was going to say it was 2nd and 8, incomplete pass, but I forgot about the 5-yard penalty. 3rd down and about 14. Crookshanks from the gun. Play clock at 10. Drops back, wants to pass. Looking, fires a Hail Mary down the near side. He's got a man wide open. The ball is there. He catches it at the 35, and it's a speed shot into the end zone, and a touchdown on the Hail Mary pass from Ian Crookshanks to number 34, Avery Brown.
Yeah, that's already his second big catch here of the first half, as he caught the other 3rd down and long back in our last drive, and this time it's just yet again he's beaten. They're trying to play zone, and they're just losing him down the sidelines.
How many yards was that?
It was 71. They're at their own 29-yard line.
Tigner on the kick. The holder for East Fairmont is the quarterback, Ian Crookshanks.
We have a stoppage of play.
Yeah, we're trying to see what's going on here.
Looks like Fennessy's coming off the field for Scott, and they're sending in Kyle Fox.
Must be bleeding or something, because he seemed to be okay, and they're looking at him. Or maybe equipment malfunction on his helmet. Anyway, he'll be back in there momentarily. Crookshanks, the hold, the ball's down, the kick is good, and the East Fairmont Bees jump out to a 21-7 lead on the Scott Skyhawks with 21 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll step aside for a 30-second break here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
People's Bank's vision.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen,
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis, to teach.
to care.
When you choose Boone, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health, we're bringing medicine home.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football.
Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
So the East Fairmont Bees strike on the air raid, long pass, 71 yards. Ian Crookshanks to Avery Brown. Tingler comes on and kicks the extra point. Fairmont jumps out to a 21-7 lead. That offsides penalty kind of gave them a little momentum there after that big quarterback sack.
I mean, right now it's just the secondary is just losing contain. I mean, 3rd and 13, you can't let anybody behind you, and that's twice they've been allowed to do it.
Here goes the kick. This time it is fielded at the 8-yard lines, comes up across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He breaks. He's still on his feet. He's at the 40. Kenny's got one more to outrun. He's at the 45. They're going to catch him and take him down at the East Fairmont 35-yard line. Is that Preston Cooper on the return?
I actually think it is. Yes,
Yep,
it is.
it is. So Cooper breaks about 3 or 4 tackles coming downfield, and the Skyhawks get an excellent starting position on this drive as they spot the ball at the East Fairmont 30.
Yeah, 55 yards on the return there from Preston Cooper as we see him get a big head of steam. He's able to hit the hole wide open and get a couple blocks.
Skyhawks will send single wideouts to the far side, twin receivers to the near side, a flanker to the near side, and the running back. Fry from the gun takes it, puts it into the belly of Carson Brenninger. Brenninger breaks loose. He's at the 30, 25, 20, and they pull him down. If he had about one more step, he would have been to the end zone. Here's the All-State instant replay on Video Productions.
A 20-yard pickup there, as you just see Scott's able to get out and get a good job of trapping there as they run that off tackle as we are here at the end of the first quarter.
We'll step aside for a 1-minute break. At the end of the first quarter, East Fairmont leads the Skyhawks by a score of 21-7. You're listening to the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Hi, friends. General Stores will be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
Z92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Skyhawks have the ball at the East Fairmont
15.
I was trying to see exactly just outside the 15, more like about 15 and a half. Here we go. Skyhawks have the ball. Matt Fry from the gun. Takes it, put it in the belly of Preston Cooper. Cooper goes around the left-hand side. He's still on his feet. He picks up the first down, it looks like, or he's going to be close to a first down. Inside the 10. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 9.
As you can see on the replay, it's just an off tackle. Preston Cooper does a good job of getting past the line of scrimmage and dunk it under a would-be arm tackler, and he's able to get to that far sideline and pick up a couple more.
Carson Brenninger will be the running back this time as they give Cooper a breather. Braden Clark lines up the wide out to the near side. Sharps and Bush the other side. Here comes Matt Fry, the quarterback keeper, up the middle. He spins. They wrap him up, take him down to the 5. He's going to pick up a couple, maybe 3. Let's see where they spot a gain of 3 on the play. And it is going to should be a first down. First and goal, Skyhawks.
Yeah, that time they run the read option. They fake the handoff inside to Brenniger, and then Matt Fry keeps it. He comes around to this near side, tries to hit that hole in between the right tackle and the right guard, and is able to just get enough upfield and make a little move into the inside to get that first down.
Ball resting right at the 5-yard line of East Fairmont. Fry takes it, hands it off to Brenniger. Brenniger tries to find a hole, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. 5-yard run, Carson Brenniger for the Skyhawks.
I tell you, I'm wanting to see it on the replay here if we get it, but it looks like there was a little bit of a fake out over there by Isaiah Bush. He played it as if there was going to be a pass, and that caused the corner over there to not be looking to that side over there where he could have come up and potentially made a tackle. And good job there by Isaiah Bush of a little bit of a decoy in order to open up that left side.
Cole Elkins on the hold as Cameron Green will attempt the extra point. The kick is away. It is good. So the Skyhawks pull within 7, 21-14, 10:45 to go here in the first half of play. It's good to have options when choosing health coverage for yourself and for your family or for your employees, and you've got options. With the health plan, known for exceptional service and support with a nationwide network of physicians, flexible coverage options you can count on, and comprehensive rates that you'll appreciate. The health plan. Plan on it. Learn more at healthplan.org. That message brought to you by the WVSSAC. So the Skyhawks needed that much-needed score to pull within a touchdown. And the big thing is they need to make some adjustments on defense.
Yeah,
figure out how to stop East Fairmont.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Eric McClung and Sean Elkins do on that defensive side of the ball. You're doing a good job up front. You're getting good pushes. The thing is that back end, the way they're running some of these routes, it's keeping the safeties inside, and then they're hitting big plays on the outside.
Green will be kicking for Scott, left to right. And the little chip shot once again. Scott's trying to get there, and East Fairmont will hop on it up around the 36-yard line.
Number 25, which was Nicholas Odell, is the one that ends up coming up with it.
He just kind of got down on one knee and waited on it. It was an end-over-end kick. But I'll commend the Scouts for trying to make an effort to do it. 10:43 to go in the first quarter. If you just joined us, East Fairmont leads by a touchdown, 21-14. East Fairmont will start this drive at their own 36-yard line. Crookshanks, quarterback from the gun. Single wide out to the near side, triple receivers to the far side. He'll just tuck it in and run up the middle. He's got a hole. He is hit in the back in the secondary. Looks like Will Toller made the
Jay Sharp.
Okay, Sharp's coming up. I seen Toller may have got it in on the back end of that.
As we're seeing, the Crookshanks, he's not afraid to take it and go right into the teeth of that defense.
Gain of 8 on the play, second down and 2. Crookshanks and company ready. Long count. Takes the snap, puts it, fakes it, he comes to the near side. He is caught by, look like Carson Brenniger made the initial stop from behind in there. And a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be third down and 4. Here's the Allstate instant replay. And a good job in there, getting in there to make the stop and thrown for the loss. Third down and 3 now for East Fairmont. Crookshanks from the gun. Now they'll stop. They got plenty of time on the play clock. Game clock at 9:30 and rolling. Play clock at 15 and rolling. East Fairmont now set. Skyhawks showing blitz. Still a long count. Play clock at 4. They take the snap, drops back. Keaton Wheatley trying to get to him. Little flea flicker to the far side, complete. And they will catch him at the 50. A late flag. And hit to the helmet. Let's see if we can see it on the All-State instant replay. So that will cost the Skyhawks dearly, as they'll let East Fairmont move the ball from the Scott 48 down to...
Oh, they were called face mask.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was going to be a hit to the head.
15-yard penalty for Scott. East Fairmont has it 1st and 10 at the Scott 33-yard line. Ian Crookshanks, junior quarterback. He's flanked by Fantasia, the running back. 3 receivers to the near side, single wide out to the far side for the Bees. Quarterback takes the snap, drops back quickly, fires one to the near side. Little screen pass. He's still on his feet, but he is hit, wrapped up. Back there by the Skyhawks, making the initial stop for Scott is number 51, Dalton Milam.
Evan Bartholomew was the original, was the guy that was completed to, and that's going to go down for no gain on the play.
2nd down 10 for the East Fairmont Bees. Now they'll send triple receivers far side, single wide out to the near side. Crookshanks takes it, hands it off to Fantasia. No, quarterback keeper coming to the near side. He is held up. He gets down to the 30. He'll get maybe 3 out of it.
Keaton Wheatley was in the backfield and had an opportunity to get him, but with his momentum, he was not able to get stopped enough to get to Crookshank, which you're not going to be able to bring him down with an arm tackle.
3rd down and 7 for the Bees. Same formation. 3 to the far side, single wide out to the near side, and a running back to his right. Going from the gun, Crookshanks drops back, looking, pumps once, rolls right, and it is trapped. Pass is incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get over there to Bartholomew, number 30, Alex Culp, I believe. Yeah, Alex Culp was who the intended receiver was for, but rolling to his right, trying to throw on the run, pass come up just a little short.
Big play here for both teams. Fairmont going for it. Scott defense needs a stop. Same formation. Crookshank standing in his own 35. He's going to keep it. He rolls right. Phelps fires one down the field to the end zone. He's going to overthrow his intended receiver. Almost over there. It was Isaiah Bush. Actually, that was Carson Brenniger.
As you can see on the All-State replay here, Crookshank rolls to his right. Has to pull up just in enough time right before it looked like Connor Hughes maybe was going to get to him. That caused it to be an errant pass, and Scott will take over on downs here.
But the good news is the Black Hammer defense prevails, gets their first stop of the night, and the Skyhawks have the ball. 1st and 10, Scott from their own 30. Bush will line up wide to the far side, Clark to the near side. Fry from the gun. Fry takes it, hands it off, fakes the handoff, keeps it, comes up the middle. He's across the 35-40, still on his feet. He comes across the 45-50, coming down the sidelines. He's at the 40. He has to sidestep, and he gets a block. He's still going down the sidelines. Matt Fry into the end zone. Touchdown, Scott Skyhawks.
I think they're going to get a flag back here. Nope, they're going to call a touchdown. It looked like the referee was going for his flag. Here's an All-State replay. I'll let you get it, Joe, here.
And you can see Fry. He sidesteps one. He gets a block from one of his players, and he just goes straight down the sideline. 70-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Matt Fry, with 7:16 to go here in the second quarter.
And that was all effort by the junior quarterback as he was looking to throw a little slant pattern on the read option. He decides not to, pulls it down. He stiff arms one guy, runs through an arm tackle, runs through a second arm tackle about the 30-yard line, and he's in for the touchdown to hopefully tie this up right here with this kick.
And the snap is back. The kick is good, and we're all tied up at 21 with 7:16 to go here in the second quarter of action between the 4th-ranked Scott Skyhawks and the 13th-ranked East Fairmont Bees. If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. Parmar stores have 200 locations throughout the region to serve you. Parmar Stores is the official store of high school sports and the WVSSAC. So the Skyhawks did what they needed to do. They made a defensive stop, and then they drove the ball on a Matt Fry run down the field 70 yards for the touchdown.
I was conversing with people in the press box right here. We got 2 calls. Matt stepped out of bounds twice, and they didn't call.
I thought he did once. I was not going to say nothing.
Once right here at about the 35, and then down here at about the 22-yard line, it looked like. But I'm not going to say nothing.
Hey,
the
we'll
play's
take
over
it.
with, and nothing can happen now. But
and the officials called a touchdown, so we'll take their call and go with it.
I wasn't even going to point it out on the replay.
I thought I saw it too. And Skyhawks kick this one away, and they will take it at the 19. Going to the right, they cut upfield at the 25, and he cuts back to the near side, and he gets a lick over there from Scott's number 52. Making the initial stop there for the Skyhawks is Ty Mitchell.
Evan Bartholow was the one that returned it. And as of right now, it's going to be about a 8-yard pickup to the 27-yard line on the return.
And that's where the East Fairmont Bees will start. Crookshanks on the season is 108 completions on 198 attempts, 1,477 yards, 20 touchdowns. He has thrown 5 interceptions as well as Matt Fry. Crookshanks hands it off to the lone running back. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage over there. Good job by that left-hand side of the defensive line. In there is Connor Hughes. Also in there on the stop is Isaiah Brown. Gain of 1 on the play.
1.5-ish
for Fantasia. Now, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Crookshanks stands back there all by himself. 2nd and 9.
Watch the bubble screen right
Crookshanks drops back, fires to the near side, complete at the 34. And did he drop it?
He did.
He man right into the hands of number 30 for East Fairmont. That is Alex Culp. Couldn't find the handle, incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, that time they just tried to run a little curl route to Alex Culp right there. But pass was there. He was just unable to be able to take it in.
East Fairmont is set. Now they stop and look to the far side of the East Fairmont bench. Play clock at 15, game clock at 6:05 and stopped. Crookshanks takes a snap, drops back, looking, fires one, a Hail Mary down the field, and it is intercepted back at the 40-yard line. Here come the Skyhawks across the 50, 45, 40, still on his feet as he comes down the field. Carson Brannigan, and he's trying to make a step, and his feet slid out from under him, but Scott will return it all the way back to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, a ball that was just underthrown. Good job there as we get a flag.
It was actually tipped by Isaiah Bush.
As we're going to get a flag probably for excessive celebration or taunting maybe.
Yeah, there's flags at the 30 as well. So we'll see as the officials will meet and discuss. It's going to go against Scott no matter what it is. It's going to be a
block in the back.
Block in the back, yep. But we'll still take the interception.
Yeah, it looks like it may have occurred here at about the 30, about the
40.
30 or 40-yard line. Yeah, 42-yard line as they're going to move it back to
actually the 48. Wow.
So they're going to move it all the way back to.
Well, how many do you get there on a? How many yards is that? It looked like he stepped off about 20.
10, but
wow, that was a big penalty. He started stepping it off up here about the 48, and he takes it all the way back to the 23-yard line. Wow, that was a big penalty. We're all tied up, 5:51 to go at 21 apiece. Scott now has the ball. They'll be starting this drive at their own 23-yard line. And we're still officials talking things over. The white hat, the umpire, and one of the line judges over there conferring. Now they just walk away. Skyhawk ball, 1st and 10. Fry from the gun. Fry hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper trying to get around outside. He's across 25. Spins, goes down at the 29. as it will be second down for the Skyhawks. Clock rolling at 5:34 to go in the first half. 21-21. Second down and 4, gain of about 6 on the play. Ball just shy of the 30. Here comes Isaiah Bush, comes out wide of the near side. Fry lines up in the gun. East Fairmont showing blitz. Hands it off. Here comes Preston Cooper to the near side. He gets a block from and a flag. Flag in the backfield.
They're going to get, I think, Isaiah Brown actually for holding.
He wasn't holding. He dropped his shoulder, knocked him out of the way. So it will go against the Skyhawks. So it's the second big penalty. This one's going to take them back to inside the 20. It will be second down and about 14.
Yeah, it's going to take it all the way back to the 19-yard line.
Scott will send 3 receivers out wide to the far side. Isaiah Bush to the near side. It will be Brenniger, Sharps, and Clark far side. Preston Cooper to the right of the quarterback, Matt Fry. Fry stands back at his own 15. Fry takes it, drops back quickly, fires across complete at the 15-yard line. And it's going to be a loss on the play as they had Brenniger covered over there. Had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was just blown up by the corner over there from Fairmont or East Fairmont as he read it perfectly out of the hand of Matt Fry, seeing that they were trying to set up the bubble screen, and he does a good job of making a really good wrap-up tackle and bringing down Carson, which is not an easy thing to do in the open field.
Bush once again comes to the near side. Clark goes wide to the far side. Play clock at 10.
They're stopping.
They're stopping the clock. Giving Scott a sideline warning. I don't know why there's really nobody standing out there.
They're just trying to keep it like it has all season. We've gotten probably more than anybody in the state this season with those.
So 4:23 they want to add back to the clock. Yeah, they want 4:23 back on the clock. 4:23. Skyhawks had the ball. Third down and about 16.
Everybody's looking up here like, why ain't you doing it? You can't hear up here.
I know. I just have to see the official. 4:23 is the only reason I knew. All right, here we go. Fry from the gun. Single wide out each side. Fry takes it, drops back. Looking, fires one down the field to the near side, and it is going to be totally overthrown, intended for Isaiah Bush. And it probably was a good thing it was overthrown because the defender was actually ahead of Bush going down the field.
Yeah, that time it looked like a little bit of miscommunication on which route Bush was actually running as he stopped down here at about the 42-ish yard line. And then once he seen that Matt threw it deep, he took off running again, and just miscommunication right there. And that'll stop the clock here with 4:07 remaining.
David Fennessy is on to punt for the Skyhawks tonight. Fennessy stands back at his own 5-yard line. The snap is back. It's low. He bobbles it. He comes to the near side. Fennessy is going to run it. He's at the 25. He's at the 20, rather, and he tries to stay out of bounds. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's all. It was a bad snap. It bounced around a little bit. Instead of trying to get the punt off, Fennessy just tucked it in and tried to run it. I don't think that was by design.
No, that was not at all by design, and I mean, it was one of those things as a last-ditch effort. He picked up 7 on the play. It would have been about 7 yards short of the first down marker. But if he would have stopped and tried to kick that one, it would have been one of those that he would have fell, and it would not have been a good.
It would have not been pretty. East Fairmont has it, going to twin receivers to the far side of the ball. They go to a flanker this time. And Crookshanks is going to keep it. He goes to the line. He spins. He goes nowhere. There to make the initial stop for the Skyhawks is Dalton Milam.
Yeah, that was a really good job of Dalton Milam being able to pick his way through the blocks right there. And whenever Cruikshanks tried to kind of bounce it back outside, right there was Dalton Milam, and he was able to make a really good open field tackle right there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Bees. They'll go with that same formation, flanker to the right, running back, and the quarterback's going to keep it again. And Isaiah Brown is in there to wrap him from behind. He'll go down for a sack. He will lose only a yard on the play, but what an effort there by Isaiah Brown coming from behind.
On the All-State replay, Isaiah Brown just doing a good job again, just like we talked about a second ago. He does a good job of picking through the blocks, and he's able to get in the backfield, and he's able to bring down the quarterback, Cruikshank. Loss of 1.
3rd and 11. Cruikshank, the flanker, goes to the left side of the field this time. They'll bring twin receivers to the near side, single wide out to the far side, and Fantasia, the lone running back behind or to the right of Cruikshanks. From the gun, play clock at 6. Takes a snap, he drops back, wants to pass, fires across the middle, complete. And at the 15-yard line, and there to make the stop initially is Isaiah Brown. That will be enough for the first down.
Looks like it's going to be a gain of 13 on the play, so they got 2 more than what they actually needed, but it was another little just sit route there by the slot receiver, Alex Culp. They're using kind of like a tight end out of the slot there. He's just running a lot of curls and sitting in an open field, an open spot.
1st and 10 from the Scott 12. They can pick up a first down. Cruikshanks from the gun. Takes it. He's going to keep it. He goes right up the middle again, and he will get across inside to the 10. He'll pick up 3 on the play as they're going to spot it at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and they look like they gave him 3. It's going to be 2nd down on a long 7.
Yeah, power run right there where they're just lining up. Stack goes back, and Cruikshank doesn't even hesitate. He just goes into the middle of the line of scrimmage, and East Fairmont at times is doing a good job of opening up holes, but then other times whenever Scott's able to get a good push up front, they're end up, it's one of those things where they're not gaining anything.
And East Fairmont is using all the clock. Looks like they may they're going to take a timeout here with about 1:19 to go here in the first half. We'll step aside for a break. We're all tied up at 21, 1:19 to go to first half. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
For over a century,
Welcome to Allstate, where you can pay a little less and enjoy the ride a little more. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate, because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Skyhawks on Z92.
2nd down, 7 for East Fairmont. The ball at the Scott 9-yard line. Cruikshanks, actually a direct snap back there to a running back, number 34 for East Fairmont. Taking the direct snap is Avery Brown. They will spot the ball, looks like down at the, what about the 5-yard line?
Gain of 4 on the play.
And once again, and Scott calls a timeout before the snap of the ball. So they didn't like what they saw, so they called a quick timeout here with 58 seconds to go in the half. Wind picks up quite a bit here as Old Glory over there between the football and the baseball field standing at full attention. The West Virginia Secondary Schools Activity Commission is proud to use Wilson football for athletes to perform their best. They require the best, and that's what Wilson has delivered for over 100 years. Wilson is the official football partner of the WVSSAC. Learn more at wilson.com. We'll jump over to the WZAC scoreboard real quick. Fairmont Senior leads Chapmanville 12-7. That game still showing in the first quarter. Of course, Herbert Hoover knocked off Clay County last night. Independence leads Bluefield in the second quarter, 14-0. And the Logan Winfield game will be tomorrow. Here we go, 3rd and 4. Ball at the Skyhawk 5. And it looks like number 34, Brown, the big guy, is trying to get in there. He's still on his feet, and they're trying to keep him out of the end zone, and they're going to stop him. Looks like at about the 1-yard line. The direct snaps are going to Avery Brown, 6'2", 207. He looks a little bigger than that from here.
Yeah, they're going to pick up the first down.
First and goal.
They're just going to call him out at the 2.
First and goal at the 2, yep. And the quarterback's not in the game. Brown is going to take another direct snap. He's going to tuck it in. He is hit at the line, and Big Trent Bice gets a hold of him and pulls him back out there. Carter McClung give a little shove for the assist. And East Fairmont is going to take a timeout. 21 seconds to go in the half. We will take a timeout as well. Skyhawks and the East Fairmont Bees all tied up at 21. This is the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Introducing BOONE Memorial Health. We are a state-of-the-art healthcare provider.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis. To teach.
To care.
When you choose BOONE, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health. We're bringing medicine home.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you.
ACFM, Danville, Madison.
Back at Scout Field, it is 2nd and goal with 21 seconds. Crookshank's back in there, and it's a pitch. It's a football. It's a loose ball. Scott will pick it up at the 20, 30, and they're saying it was down. What? Oh, they're saying Scott called a timeout. Oh, my goodness gracious. It was a terrible snap that went over the quarterback's head, and the Skyhawks had already called a timeout.
The Scott coaching staff didn't argue either. So.
Yeah, that was just a tough break for the Skyhawks. They wanted to see what kind of look Fairmont was going to show them. And once they got that, they wanted to call a timeout. But, man, what a heartbreaker there for the Skyhawks when they could have probably picked up a touchdown real easily on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was that came up with it. Was it Keaton Wheatley?
I didn't even look. I just seen him chasing the ball down back there. The ball is at the Scott 2-yard line. East Fairmont has it 2nd and goal from the 2 with only 22 seconds showing on the first half clock.
Yeah, you're going to get that from time to time from your center in the shotgun because he's trying to fire off the ball and get a good push up front. So you're going to see that snap go kind of array there, and we've seen it a couple times here tonight already. So we'll keep an eye on that to see if that happens again.
And Crookshanks is back in at quarterback. He'll go from the gun. Fantasia to his right. Snap is back, and he finds the hole. They're going to keep him out of there. Jay Sharps comes in and makes the initial grab to make the stop. It'll be 3rd down and goal for the East Fairmont Bees. Are they out of timeouts?
No, they still have one more, I believe.
And now they're going to take their final timeout with 4 seconds to go. They're going to have one shot at it.
I think they're going to kick it. In my opinion, I think they'll kick it.
And they may do that. We'll just keep it here. The West Virginia Secondary Schools Activity Commission extends a special thank you to Field Turf, Suicide Prevention West Virginia, the Charleston Convention Center, and Visitors Bureau of Charleston. That's all from the WVSSAC. I've got their freebie spots in now, so I don't have to worry about those the rest of the ball game. 4.7 seconds to go, and we're tied at 21. The Scott Skyhawks 21, East Fairmont Bees 21.
Yep, I see the kicker coming on, number 84, Connor Tingler.
And he could probably, from that distance, probably kick one over the Scott Fieldhouse down here.
Third down and 2.
It's 3rd and goal from the 2, and watch for a trick play here, though.
Nah, with that kind of leg, they're just going to let him kick it on top of the field house and then go in the locker room, hopefully up 24-21.
It'll be a 20-yard attempt by Tingler. Snap is back, the ball's down, the kick is away. It is right down the middle of the uprights, and the clock will expire as East Fairmont will jump out to a, do we have a flag? Yeah, Scouts. So was there motion?
Nah.
Yeah, not sure why the Skyhawks are coming back.
I think they're going to say there was 2 seconds on the clock. 2 seconds on the clock.
Oh, my goodness, so we're going to kick off here. I wouldn't want to waste those 2 seconds.
And it looks like we have 2 seconds back on the board.
So the kick by East Fairmont is a 20-yard field goal. And his first name is Connor Tingler, Tingler. As East Fairmont jumps out to a 24-21 lead with 2 seconds to go.
Joe, it'll be interesting to see what East Fairmont decides to do right here. Do they kick it deep with the type of speed that you got back there with Carson Brenner and Isaiah Bush, or do you kind of just pooch kick it like Scott's done a couple times here early on? I believe that's probably what they're going to do, is just kick it on the ground as one of those numbers and try to get this clock to expire.
So it will be still waiting on
Scott's
Tingler
special team coach, Coach Mitchell's trying to get his back line back further, but right now I'd be bringing him up because I don't think that this kick is going deep, to be honest with you.
We'll see. Tingler tees it up at the 40. He steps back with 2 seconds to go here in the first half. He comes up, and you're right. Onside kick, and Scott will down it with 1.3 seconds to go, so Scott will get one play. Good job making the stop, jumping out there on it real quick is Scott's Zach McNeely. So Scott's going to get one play in here. I think I would have kicked that one away.
Nah, you do that right there because, I mean, the clock honestly probably should have expired, but we'll take the 1 second. But I agree wholeheartedly with that call right there. You just hope that goes away. If you kick it deep, too many things could happen. You could have a run back.
Well, we know what the play call is. Everybody run to the end zone, and we're going to throw it up and see who comes up with it. Skyhawks had the ball at the East Fairmont 49. Fry takes it, drops back, blitz. He's under a ton of pressure. Throws it over to Preston Cooper. Cooper catches it. He's at the 40, and he's going to go down and out of bounds. He's still on his feet. They literally take him down. I think he put his hands out of bounds when he went down to keep from going on the play. But anyway, they get it back down to the 32-yard line, and that's where the official signals him down. The clock expires, and it is halftime here in Madison as the 13th-ranked East Fairmont Bees lead the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 24-21. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. You're listening to the Skyhawk Sports Network.
When I see smiling self.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis. To teach.
To care.
You choose Boone. You choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health.
We're bringing medicine home.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me? Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you
is your locally owned and operated community pharmacy dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price.
This is the Miller Brothers Pharmacy Halftime Report.
Scott Skyhawk Football is brought to you by
Stevens Auto Center,
Parmar Stores,
Rodney Miller,
Caldwell Insurance Agency,
People's Bank,
Barker's Hardware,
the Handley Family of Businesses,
BOONE Memorial Health,
Schaefer & Schaefer Attorneys at Law,
the Babe Cave Salon and Spa,
Dr. Ron Stallings,
Clayton Homes,
Miller Brothers Pharmacy,
Thornhill Auto Group,
Farrell & Hill Insurance Agency, and by
your locally owned and operated McDonald's.
We will be back with more coverage of tonight's game after this break. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Hey, this is Dave Allen for Parmar Stores with some exciting news. By now, I'm sure you know Parmar Stores.
Walgreens Find RX coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find RX coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis. To teach.
To care.
You choose Boone. You choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health.
We're bringing medicine home.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless...
Is that a real song?
I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Piggy Bag.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Welcome back to Scout Field, where the East Fairmont Bees lead the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 24-21. They kicked a field goal right before the half to take the 3-point lead in to the locker room. The Bee Marching Band is on the field. They have made the 175-mile trip down from Fairmont to be with us here at Scout Field as the rain is lightened up. Still a pretty steady drizzle down on the field. Joining us now is the principal of Scott High School, Dr. Jacob Messer. And first of all, welcome to the press box. It's a little bit drier up here than it is down on the field.
I should have been up here the whole time, Joe. I look like a drowned rat right now.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about some of the things going on around the school. You and I were talking a little bit Tuesday night during the election returns, but, you know, you guys have got so much going on right now. You just had the volleyball sectionals, the cheerleading regionals, soccer just completed. I mean, you guys have got a lot going on in the fall.
Absolutely. As we said on Tuesday night there, we've been on a little bit of a tear athletically, not only this year but the past couple years, and it's good to see that. Anytime you have a great athletic start to the school year, that also helps you academically, behaviorally, socially. It just gets the ball rolling in other areas, and we've seen that this year.
And we've seen, and the marching band's been in quite a bit, several competitions this year as well.
You said the band competition?
The band, yes.
Yes, and we're sitting here watching the Bees from East Fairmont. Man, they've got a beautiful and big band, and honestly, I feel like we're looking at our own band here in about 2 or 3 years, because Patrick Cart has done an amazing job. He has rejuvenated this band. He's brought passion and pride back to it. You know, we've grown from about 14 to 18 kids last year to about 38 to 42 strong this year. So I think within 3 years, we'll see an 80, 90 man and woman band out there for the Scott Skyhawks. That's exciting, and he's really laying the foundation right now. We've had a lot of success in those competitions.
His first, I guess, public showing of the band was the football team had like a meet the media, meet the press night, and the band was there, and I was immediately impressed because you could tell it was totally different from anything we've saw in the past few years around here at Scott High.
Absolutely, Joe. Listen, anytime you take over a school, you take over a team, you take over a band, and you're improving it, you know, you've got to change the culture. You've got to establish expectations. You've got to bring back loyalty and pride and all of those intangibles, and Patrick Cart has done that, and it's a testament to him, but it's also a testament to our kids in the band and our parents who are behind the band and our community. Everyone is buying in right now, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Let's talk a little bit about the academic sides. Of course, that's why we go to school, is to learn, but I know you've been implementing the program, and you publicize these kids, or you have your students of the week, students of the month. Tell us about how that works and how those students are chosen.
Joe, just like anything in life, education is all about relationships, and you got to treat your stakeholders good, and they like to be appreciated, they like to be recognized, they like to be rewarded, and they like to be celebrated. And we try to do all those things at Scott High School with different programs, student of the week, student of the month, the all-in program. And as I told you Tuesday night, you know, last year was a challenging year, behaviorally, academically, attendance-wise, and we have seen double-digit gains in every category this year. I think we're finally back to normal, and I think our kids are finally back to being all in every day, and it's a beautiful thing to see, and I hope we just continue to climb, and just be the best we can be. I tell my kids every day, always be excellent in everything you do, and be all in every day, and they're doing it, and I'm so proud of them.
All right. Anything else going around at the school that we may have missed? I mean, I'll tell you what, I know like the past week there's been all these businesses come in to feed the team. Of course, the football team having a successful season, and just like the community is really starting to wrap their arms back around Scott High School.
Oh, yes. I mean, you know, I hate to leave out anybody, but, you know, when you've got the Caldwell Insurance, you've got the Babe Cave, you've got Miller Brothers Pharmacy, and countless others, McDonald's. I mean, I don't want to leave Cabos, don't want to leave anybody out.
I know,
but
it's tough.
It truly is. Like, you know, everyone steps up when we need something, and they get it done. And I think, Joe, you know this, you're a lifelong resident. That's what we do in Boone County.
Right.
You know?
I know Dr. Stallings provided a lot of support on the visiting locker room. He's fed the team a couple times in the last few weeks. So there are just so many folks in the community just, buying in with what's going on at Scott High School.
Listen, a 20-minute halftime program is not enough time to name them all or thank them all. They're all great.
All right, Dr. Jacob Messer, thanks for stopping by. We'll let you go. I know you're just dying to get back out in the rain and down on the sideline.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you.
All right, Dr. Jacob Messer, the principal here at Scott High School. The East Fairmont Bees have concluded their halftime presentation. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with some statistics from the first half of action tonight after this. The score at the half, the East Fairmont Bees lead the number 4 Scott Skyhawks by a score of 24-21 here at the half. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can pay a little less and enjoy the ride a little more. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate, because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
Outfield, it is halftime. East Fairmont leads Scott by a score of 24-18. Let's recap the scoring real quick here in the first half. The East Fairmont Bees jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead, and that was on a 40-yard pass play from Ian Crookshanks to Hoyt Michael. Extra point was good, 7-0. Then it was a 1-yard run into the end zone for Crookshank, and the East Fairmont Bees jumped out to a 14-0 lead, but the Skyhawks came right back. Matt Fry connected to Isaiah Bush on a 36-yard pass play. Cameron Green come on to kick the extra point, 14-7 East Fairmont. The Bees struck once again, this time on a 71-yard Crookshanks to Avery Brown pass. Tingler come on and kick the extra point, 21-7 East Fairmont. But the Skyhawks didn't give up. They battled right back. First score came on a 5-yard Carson Brenniger run, and the second touchdown was a Matt Fry 70-yard sprint to the end zone, and we were all tied up 21-21, and then with 2 seconds to go in the first half, Fairmont called a timeout at second and goal and kicked the field goal, and they lead it 24-21. Now let's take a look at some stats from the first half. Here's Chris Barrett.
Let me look here. I got to try to make sure that this is right. I don't think this is right. Let me redo this and see here real quick.
All right, we'll quickly jump over to the WZAC scoreboard. It is, let me see here, Bluefield trails Independence 14-0. That game is at the half. Weir and Roane County will play tomorrow afternoon. Nicholas County trails Frankfort 14-0. That game at the half. North Marion leads Lincoln. That game is at the half. Fairmont Senior leads Chapmanville 28-7. That game is at the half. And as we mentioned earlier, Herbert Hoover knocked off Clay County last night by a score of 63-26. Let's jump over to Class Single A. Looks like number 3 Cameron leads Tyler Consolidated 14-0. And all the other games look like Van trails. Unfortunately, Doddridge County leads Van by a score of 27-0. That game is in the third quarter. And East Hardy knocked off Tucker County. I believe that game was last night, 34-6. And Greenbrier West leads South Harrison by a score of 20-0. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at some stats.
It's something with Digital Scout. It is not working. Even on Mr. Chafin's over, he's keeping official stats for the game. And, it's showing for some reason we both have a halftime score of 48-42 for some reason, and everything is doubled. So it is not right now.
Okay, so technology comes with a price, I guess you might say. Anyway, let's take a look at the scoreboard on the AAA side. Huntington leads Woodrow Wilson 35-0. That game is in the third quarter. At the half, Martinsburg leads Morgantown 14-7. It is Hurricane leading University 35-6. That game at the half. Also at the half, another tie. Princeton and George Washington are all tied up at 21. And Musselman knocked off Wheeling Park last night by a score of 28-23. And that is a look at the WZAC scoreboard. The Scott High Marching Band is on the field going through their routine as the rain is picked up here once again with the wind blowing from the field house toward the school. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. The score, East Fairmont 24, Scott 21. We're at the half here at Skyhawk Field in Madison. You're listening to the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Walgreens Find RX coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find RX coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis.
To teach.
To care.
When you choose Boone, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health.
We're bringing medicine home.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless...
Is that a real song?
I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Piggy Bag.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bank.
Back at Skyhawk Field, where the Scott High Marching Band is concluding their halftime presentation. And quickly, let's look at, we never did talk about the Scott offensive unit. We need to talk about those guys up front that we don't call their name a whole lot. But Chase Dials is a junior center. Braden Clark is a junior. He's your left guard. Isaiah Queen, I'm sorry, what'd I say? Clark. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I know what I was thinking. Braden Queen, 5'10", 225 guard. Isaiah Brown is a guard on the other side. Then you've got Gavin Bice, a junior tackle, and on the other side is Caden Clemens. He's a senior. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of experience coming back to this team next season. You've got, as far as seniors, you got Clemens is a senior. We're going to be losing Jay Sharps. But and you're going to lose a couple of defenders in the form of Connor Hughes and Keaton Wheatley. But other than that, you got most of the team coming back.
And Isaiah Brown.
Well, Isaiah Brown. That's going to be a big loss right there. That's going to be some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but the good thing is Scott's done a good job of rotating guys into those spots. You know, Caden Clemens, he went down with a little bit of an injury, so they rotated somebody on the offensive line. Isaiah Brown didn't start off the season starting on the offensive line, all that much. He was coming in plays to try to get him some rest on the defensive side of the ball. So they've put some people in order to try to gain some experience.
We're seeing Will Toller in there a lot more. Gavin Aguilon is in there a lot on the line. Trent Bice, you see him a lot, especially on the defensive side. So you see a lot back and forth. We're going to step aside for a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with the second half kickoff after this.
You've been listening to the Miller Brothers Pharmacy.
At Boone Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis. To teach.
To care.
When you choose Boone, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
Boone Memorial Health.
We're bringing medicine home.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty, annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Woo! Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
92.5 FM Danville, Madison. And now back to more black and gold football action. Here is the voice of the Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
We are winding down halftime. East Fairmont leads Scott by a score of 24-21. And Chris Barrett, I'm going to put you on the spot here real quick. What's the keys to the game here for the Skyhawks in the second half?
Well, I mean, the one only glaring weakness is right now is that that back end of the passing game on the defense side of the ball. East Fairmont's been able to exploit it a couple times here in the first half, to where Scott's been able to do a good job of getting East Fairmont into third and long situations, but East Fairmont's been able to hit down the sidelines. On the offensive side of the ball, right now you're having a lot of luck because of what East Fairmont's trying to do to kind of slow you down in the passing game. So it's opening up the running game right now.
Tingler is out there warming up, kicking. He just kicked a 40-yard field goal. It bounced off the upright, but it went through it as he warms up. We're about a minute away here from the second half kickoff. But anyway, for the Skyhawks, like you said, that secondary, they've got to contain those receivers. They can't let it get ahead of them and get downfield.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Right now with the way East Fairmont's doing, they're running some of their routes to where it's keeping the safeties in the middle of the field, and it's allowing guys that are on the outside to get down the field along the sidelines. And Scott's secondary is just not able to either get over there, or they're losing them on the sideline.
Quick score update: the West Virginia Mountaineers basketball team leads Pitt 79-54. That game's just a minute to go. In the game there at the Coliseum, or they're actually in Pittsburgh. Yeah. So anyway, we are getting ready to kick off the second half of action. Well, now the officials have got the captains from both teams. It'll be Matt Fry for the Skyhawks. We've not talked about our captains this year. Let's see, Jay Sharps has served as a captain, Braden Queen is a captain, and Isaiah Brown is the four captains for the Skyhawks. So we've got time for a 1-minute break. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to the Skyhawk Sports Network on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
General stores will be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
Back at Scout Field, and the East Fairmont Bees are lined up and about ready to go as they will be kicking off to the Skyhawks as the rain continues to fall fairly heavily here at Scout Field. And like we said, that breeze going across, coming across the field house into the field toward the baseball field at a pretty good clip.
Well, from my experience as the baseball coach, when the wind's blowing that way and it's raining, it's here to stay for a long time, and it's going to rain for a while. And it's going to rain hard.
And Tingler has got it teed up to kick it away for East Fairmont. They'll be kicking from our right to left. Skyhawks got Carson Brenninger back deep, Preston Cooper back deep. On the far side over there, looks like Isaiah Bush. Here comes the kick. It's a end-over-end kick. Bush will pick it up at the 12. Here he comes across the 15. Pitch. Oh, and they fumble it. It's rolling around back there, and I think East Fairmont may have came up with that ball. And a flag on the play. The Skyhawks tried to throw a little reverse play on the kickoff, but then there's a late flag over there.
Here comes the replay over here on the All-State replay. As you can see, yeah, they tried that little trick play where they try to get it over into Carson Brenninger's hands, and it just does not work out.
He can't hang on to it on the pitch. It'd have been better off just to come on up to the near side. And I never did see what the penalty was, did you?
No, I did not.
Maybe it was excessive celebrating. But they're moving the ball. East Fairmont will have the ball, but they're going to spot it at the Scott 36-yard line. That cost the Skyhawks dearly. 1st and 10, East Fairmont. 1st and 10 at the Scott 36. Now they're going to run a little bit tighter formation here in the second half. They'll run a wide out to the far side, two tight ends to the near side. And they're going to hand it off to Fantasia. He's coming around it's a quarterback keeper, and a flag over on the far side of the field. Not sure what that was all about. I'd say that may have been a sideline infraction. So the officials will talk things over on the far side of the field.
As of right now, it's going to be a 3-yard gain.
Still watching the officials over there. They're still in discussion. Here comes the umpire. It's going to be against East Fairmont. And now they're going to step off 5 yards. It's going to be 1st down and 11.
Face mask against East Fairmont.
Wow. Okay. So 1st down, almost 12. Crookshanks from the gun for the Bees. And a couple of Skyhawks almost jumped off sides. Good thing East Fairmont kind of backed out of it. Crookshanks takes it, hands it off to quarterback keeper. He goes around the right side. Same play once again. Taking him out of bounds over there on the far side is Isaiah Bush. After a pickup, let's see where they're going to spot it. Looks like he's going to gain about 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. Rain starting to come down a little harder. Fog actually moving into the area as well. 2nd down 6. Crookshanks takes a snap. Quarterback keeper, he just goes right around the outside of the tackle. Brown catches him. Nope, actually that is Connor Hughes. Catches him He drags Hughes a little ways, but he's going to gain about 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Now they're going to send 3 receivers out to the near side, single wide out to the far side. Fantasia, the lone running back. Dominic, they call him Dom, D-O-M, for short. Crookshanks, set and ready to go. Play clock at 8. Takes the snap. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. And he gets through the line. He goes forward. As they clear the pile, he'll pick up the 1st down easily. Coming out of the bottom of that pile was Ty Mitchell. For the Skyhawks, they'll move the sticks. That puts the ball now at the Scott 23-yard line. 3 wide outs to the near side, single wide out to the far side. The Bees wearing white uniforms, purple numbers outlined in gold, purple helmets with the B logo on each side. Scott wearing those bright gold Nike jerseys tonight. Crookshanks drops back, wants to pass, looking, Hail Marys it down to the corner of the end zone, and it is caught in the end zone. Jay Sharps was there, but he just could not get in any position to make a play. Here's the All-State instant replay at the 9:50 mark.
Yeah, this time, Scott, they do a better job of rolling the safety over the top to that side. A 22-yard touchdown pitch and catch there, but they roll the safety over to this left side to help out Carter McClung on this side. But as you said, Joe, as the ball was coming down, Jay Sharps was just not able to make a play on it.
Tingler makes the kick, and the East Fairmont Bees jump out to a 10-point lead, 31-21. We'll take a 1-minute break, more like a 30-second break. We'll be back with more action after this. You're listening to Skyhawks Sports Network.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibility.
To join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley.
See Blue for all details.
WZAC-FM, Danville, Madison.
Tingler has it all teed up for East Fairmont. The kick is away. It's a high end-over-end kick. Bounces it to 10. Bush brings it in across the 10, 15, 20. And they will spot him down on the return, Isaiah Bush, at the Scott 22-yard line. And a flag way down the field in front of the Scott bench. Not sure what that was all about. So now the official that threw the flag will come down and talk to the head umpire. So we're still waiting on the call.
Scott's already moving back inside their own 10, so
they almost know it's against them. I mean, the flag was thrown downfield, not even close to where the play was made. Somebody must have said something, or not sure what that's all about. Where the officials are still talking it over. Now they're going to wave it off. Inadvertent flag. So Scott will put it in play, 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. 9:44 to go in the third. They trail by 10, 31-21, as East Fairmont scored a touchdown here just a couple of minutes ago. And the play clock has not been reset. Now they set it at 25 seconds. Game clock at 9:44. Fry takes it, puts it in the belly of Preston Cooper. Cooper gets around. He's horse-collared, no flag. He gets up to the 25. He'll gain 3. That should have been a flag for horse collar. Ball is marked right on the 25, gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Skyhawks go with twin receivers to the far side, single wide out to the near side. Cooper takes it. No, a pass complete. Braden Clark, 35, first down and more. And no, he should have been down. The official says he's down. No fumble. Clark caught the pass, went down on his knee at the 35-yard line. First down, Scott. They'll mark it at the 36.
As you're looking at the All-State replay here, it was an RPO. Matt Fry fakes it to the running back and hits Braden Clark on a screen or a little slant pattern. And Clark does a good job of letting it get into his body with this wet football. It's not going to be something you're going to be able to catch with your hands very easily.
Scott goes with a flanker and a receiver. There goes Brenniger in motion. Hands it off to Brenniger. Brenniger going around to the outside, trying to get outside. He's at the 40. First down and more. He's at the 50. They take him down. He gets down to the East Fairmont 45-yard line. Nice gain of about, a bunch. 19 for Carson Brenniger.
Yeah, and as you can see on the All-State replay, Preston Cooper is the one that gets out and puts up a ginormous block on that edge in order to free Carson Brenniger. The running back turns a little bit of a fullback right there as he comes up and throws a great block in order to spring Carson Brenniger.
Clark goes wide to the far side, Bush to the near side. Here comes Jay Sharps. He'll line up as a tight end on the near side. Matt Fry takes a snap, hands it off to Cooper. Cooper coming to the near side, trying to get some blocks. He turns upfield. He's at the 40, still on his feet. Sidesteps one, down to the 35. He's going to be close to a 10-yard carry on that play.
Yeah, he's going to be right at the first down marker. I think they're going to give it to him. But again, right there, as you see, Preston Cooper, he does a phenomenal job of letting blocks develop. Big Isaiah Brown was out in front of him trying to clear a path for him, and he waits for that block to develop, and then he just kind of makes a little move to the inside, and he's able to get upfield and pick up that first down.
Yep. Skyhawks ready. They're set and ready to go. Fry takes a snap, hands it off to Cooper. Oh, and Cooper, it pops out. And East Fairmont looks like will come up with the fumble. No, they're saying he was down. Man, that was lucky.
Cooper was able to come back and get his own fumble.
Oh, okay. But East Fairmont, man, had a golden opportunity there for another turnover. 7:30 on the game clock and rolling. Skyhawks trail 31-21. Skyhawks driving the ball. Second down and about 14. Single wide out to each side of the field. Tight ends for the Skyhawks. Matt Fry takes it. Hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper goes right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 3rd down and 10.
That was actually Carson Brenniger snuck in on us and was able to come up and get that carry right there.
I should have known that. I seen Preston Cooper come off to the sideline, but 99 out of 100, it's Cooper back here. And Cooper is back into the lineup. 3rd and 10 now for the Skyhawks. Fry takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He rolls left, looking, fires back to the near side, complete to Preston Cooper. Cooper still on his feet at the 20 or the 35. He's only going to get he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it.
Matt Fry had Jaden Sharps wide open at the 10-yard line for a touchdown.
Didn't see him.
Just did not even get a chance to even look at him. Was throwing that throwback, kind of little set up a screen for Preston Cooper, and he just wasn't able to find him. And
I knew you were aggravated by something. I could see the look in your eye.
I think Jaden Sharps was more upset than I was. He was down there, and he had a big old outburst of frustration.
Here goes Skyhawks. They're going to send 4 receivers to the left. Fry drops back. He's under a blitz. He gets away from the blitz. He's looking. He's going to have to tuck it in. Knocked out of bounds at the Scott 34-yard line. And East Fairmont is going to take over on downs.
I think you had a flag on the play.
Okay. Wonder it was. Still waiting to see what the officials. And they're going to wave the flag off now. That's twice they've thrown flags and waved them off. And East Fairmont will take over on downs. Rain coming down very heavily. Originally, the Weather Service said it was going to quit raining around 9 o'clock, but the rain continues to come down rather heavily. Give credit to the Skyhawk cheerleaders down there wearing their gold ponchos tonight.
Now, if you're Scott, you have to have a stop right here.
Yeah, if you let them score again, you know, that's going to really let them get stretched out there. Crookshanks from the gun, single right out to the near side, triple receivers, far side, quarterback keeper goes right up the middle. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage. In there is number 51, Ty Mitchell. Dalton Milam in there on the initial stop, rather.
It looks like they're going to give him no gain on the play.
He shouldn't have got no gain on the play. Good spot. 2nd and 10 now for East Fairmont.
Now the name of the game for East Fairmont is try to wind some clock.
Dalton Milam come up there shaking his shoulder like he's going to blitz. They go twin receivers far side, single receiver near side. They'll go to a flanker to the left and the running back. Play clock at 6. Crookshank set and ready. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pumps, fires one across the middle, complete at the 45-yard line. Then the receiver will go forward and picking up about 14, 15 on the play. Carson Brenniger making the stop for the Skyhawks. That'll move the sticks and put East Fairmont first down at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, as Alex Culp is the one that ended up making the catch for East Fairmont. He runs just a little slant route from that tight end / flanker / slot receiver route or spot over there. And Crookshank does a good job of that. It looked like it was maybe his secondary read. Does a good job of finding him.
Triple receivers far side, single wide out to the near side. Actually, twin receivers far side. Crookshanks hands it off. And he is nailed in the backfield. Coming in there to make the stop is Isaiah Brown and Trent Bice.
And Connor Hughes.
Connor Hughes in there as well, yeah. Read the play beautifully. A loss of 2 on the play, a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 13. Game clock rolling at 3:50 to go here in the 3rd. Skyhawks trail 31-21. Skyhawks, as Chris Barrett alluded to, must make a stop here. Crookshanks, the quarterback for East Fairmont, the junior from the gun.
We're going to have one coverage down here.
And they fire away complete over on the far side, and he's only going to get about 4 yards out of it. Catch made over there by number 24. Gain of 4, 3rd down and 9 now for the Bees.
Yeah, it was Adrian Fleming was the one that came up and was able to make the catch for the East Fairmont as he was running a little out route out of the slot position over there. And Crookshanks was slow to develop, but he was able to get it out to him and pick up about 4 on the play.
Triple receivers to the near side, twin receivers far side, empty backfield from the quarterback, Ian Crookshanks. Takes the snap, high snap, under a ton of pressure. He gets the ball off. It's almost intercepted. It's off the fingertips of Isaiah Brown. He just couldn't hang on to it. But credit to the Skyhawk defense. They put the pressure on. Dalton Milam was in there. Connor Hughes was in there. Keaton Wheatley was in there.
Keaton Wheatley's the one that made the quarterback step up in the pocket. And whenever he had to step up, he ran into his offensive linemen that were getting pushed backwards on the play. And because of that, he wasn't able to get enough on the football. He's trying to go to Alex Culp over there, but Isaiah Brown nearly had an interception.
Looks like Crookshanks is back there like he's going to be the punter. 4th and 8.
There comes the penalty flag. I think we're going to get East Fairmont for too many men on the field.
And that will be the call. They'll move it back. 5-yard penalty. Too many people or too many men on the field. So that brings up 4th down and 14 now for East Fairmont. And Crookshanks will stand back at his own 34-yard line. And a bad snap, and it's in there, and Scott will down the Bees back at their own 44-yard line. Scouts take over on downs, and a flag on the play, after a late flag on the play.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if they're going to get both Scott and East Fairmont for this, because there was a lot of kind of pushing and shoving. East Fairmont's pointing towards Scott's side here. This is going to be a retaliation foul if it's anything, because both kind of jabbed at each other while they're on the ground, but the Scott player was the last one to jab, and usually you're the one that usually gets picked.
Oh, yeah. So now they're sending East Fairmont, telling them to back up. The officials are standing at the 45-yard line where the ball was stopped.
Yeah, East Fairmont's offense is on the field.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Scott. Offsetting penalties, so it'll be Scott's ball.
They're backing Scott back.
Well, now what's going to that should be? It said didn't he signal offsetting penalties?
Maybe they're just switching footballs out. I think it may. Well, no. Now here come.
I'm confused. He signaled both sides of the field, and East Fairmont's. No, it's Scott's ball. Okay, it's Scott's ball now. East Fairmont defense comes on the field. Okay. Matt Fry set and ready to go. Fry from the gun, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper turns up the middle. He's got a hole. He's across the 45, down to the 47, maybe down to the 47 is where they're going to mark it. 7-yard gain there by Preston Cooper.
Yeah, good job there of, again, letting that hole develop just enough to where he could kind of cut back into the middle of the field, get upfield, and pick up a good chunk of yardage on first down. Keeps you in positive yards here for your second down play.
Now they move Carson Bringer into the running back. Matt Fry from the gun. Fry takes it. Fakes the handoff. Fry takes and goes up the middle. He's still on his feet at the 50. He spins. He's going to be wrapped up. And a face mask, but no. Oh, my gosh. They grabbed him twice on the face mask and no flag. But they get across the, let's see where they're going to spot the ball. He'll definitely pick up the first down gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, the Scott's fortunate on that one because it was a late decision whether or not that Matt Fry was going to put it in his stomach or pull it. And he ends up late decision to pull and almost got it off the hip of Preston Cooper in the process.
Now Scott will send receivers out wide to both sides of the field. Matt Fry comes to the gun. Fry takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls left. Looking, fires one down the field. He's got a man there. It's caught by Jay Sharps at the third 25. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jay Sharps. A 48-yard touchdown.
They went back to that same play that they missed Jay Sharps on earlier in the half. Or last drive, Jay Sharps come over quickly as the All-State replay here. And it's exactly what they did. They faked the screen, rolled out to the right, a little left on the bootleg, find Jay Sharps wide open down the field, and touchdown Skyhawks.
Nice play by the Skyhawks from Matt Fry, 48 yards. Cameron Green on the kick. Skyhawks now trail by 4, 31-27. Cole Elkins on the hold. Snap is back, the ball is down, and a flag. And it's going to be offsides, East Fairmont. So they'll move the ball half the distance. So they move the ball down to about the 1.5-yard line. Skyhawks score with 1:25 to go in the third.
I would have almost went for 2 right here.
I was kind of wondering about that myself. Snap is back. The ball's down. The kick is away. Looks good from here, and it is good. Skyhawks now trail 31-28, 1:28 to go here in the third quarter of play. We'll keep it right here. But like you said, Matt Fry, well, I give credit to the offensive coordinator, Glenn Fry, because
I give credit to Jaden Sharp.
Okay.
Because as soon as that play was over where they missed him downfield, he sprinted from the 10-yard line over here to Glenn Fry and said,
but I'm saying,
I was wide. But I would say it was Jaden Sharp in his ears saying, call that play again, call that play again, call that play again.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying, but I give Glenn Fry credit to listen to his players, and they do that a lot.
Yeah.
And he's told us that. He said, the guys out on the field see things at, ground level that, you don't see from the sideline. Skyhawks will be kicking from our left to right. 1:28 to go. East Fairmont up 31-28. Just when you think things may be starting to go south for your team, you bounce back, you put 7 on the board, and gives you a lot of rejuvenation. Cameron Green will be kicking left to right. As the rain looks like it's letting up quite a bit. Still a little steady drizzle, but not like it was just a few short minutes ago. Here comes Green. He's going to kick it away. It's going to be taken at the, and he falls down back at the 10-yard line. So that's where East Fairmont will put the ball in play. Number 89 for East Fairmont is Ethan Bartholomew. Cut the ball. He kind of caught it on the run. He tried to make a turn. His feet kicked out from under him. His knee hit the ground, and that's where they spot it.
Yeah, he kind of overran the ball, and at the last second kind of had to drift backwards just enough and kind of catch it off of his left shoulder. And when he did, he just wasn't able to keep his feet, and he goes down to the turf. And in high school football, much like college, as soon as you go down and your knee hits the ground, it's an automatic dead ball.
First and 10 the Bees from their own 10. Crookshank from the gun. Takes a snap quickly. Quarterback keeper, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. He will go nowhere. Back here making the initial stop over there is Connor Hughes, and he was assisted there by Ty Mitchell. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
You're seeing Scott doing a fantastic job right now of clogging the middle, and their defensive ends are getting upfield enough to disrupt that quarterback run and the off tackle.
Crookshank is going from the gun once again. Takes a stand. It's over his head. He pulls it in. He sidesteps. He's at the line of scrimmage. Flag on the play, and he is taken down. His feet was taken out from under him.
They're going to get a cut block on Fairmont.
But can you decline that? Because he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. It would be 3rd and 10.
2 yards on the play.
Okay. So that would put them back 2nd down at about the 4.5.
Oh, they're going to get holding.
Okay.
It definitely could have been a cut block as well on Carter McClung as the Michael Hoyt come back to try to take him out of the play.
So it's half the distance. They'll spot the ball at the 5-yard line. 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Skyhawks trail by 3. And they've got the East Fairmont Bees pinned deep in their own territory. Crookshank takes a snap, drops back, wants to pass, fires one across the field. It is caught at about the 12. Tackled immediately over there on the stop. Isaiah Bush, David Fennessy, Carson Branniger is there. Move the down marker, gain of 3, 3rd down 7.
That's going to be a gain of
about 8.
eight.
Right. That's right. I'm sorry, forgot about the penalty. 3rd and 7. Big play here for the Skyhawks. Blackhammer defense. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter play. The score, East Fairmont 31, Scott 28. You're listening to Black and Gold Football on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best.
General stores will be there when you're ready. Even if you're returning home for the first time in years, That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
When it comes to business, we all have areas of specialty, but there are times when we need guidance. We need someone to come along and show us the most creative and environmentally safe way to navigate our engineering challenges. That's where we come in. CEC stands for Civil and Environmental Consultants. You show us the problem, we'll provide you with the solution. Visit wearecec.com. Big firm capabilities, small firm culture.
Spirits. We head off into the fourth quarter as the East Fairmont Bees lead the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 31-28. The Skyhawks have the Bees pinned back as it is 3rd down and 7. Big defensive play now needed from the Skyhawk Black Hammer defense. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Single wide out to the near side. Fantasia lines up to the right side of Ian Crookshanks, the junior quarterback. He takes a snap. He wants to pass. Fires one across the middle. It is incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, try to go to Alex Culp yet again, the guy that he likes to go to on 3rd down in that medium range. He runs a little curl route over the middle of the field and, again, just was not able to haul it in due to a low pass from the quarterback, Crookshanks.
Carson Brenniger goes back deep. He'll stand back at his own 43-yard line. Crookshanks, the punter, he stands at his own goal line. Snap is back, good snap. Here it comes, soccer-style kick, and Brenniger will take it at the 40. He'll come right up the middle. He's across the 50, sidesteps one at the 40. He's still on his feet. He's going down the sideline. He's at the 30. He's going into the end zone. And they're going to get Keaton Whaley on a block, illegal block. And, I mean, he knocked the fire out of that guy, too. He was face-to-face with him, but how do they call that?
It's a blindside block. It's a safety measure. They're talking about it awful heavy right now, but
he returned it into the end zone.
Keaton kind of knew exactly what happened, too.
Personal foul.
Here comes the All-State replay. You're going to see right here about the 40, right here to 20,
the
18
the defender was kind of coming sideways. Yeah, I see it there. So that will put the Skyhawks 1st and 10. Man alive, what are they going to call this? How big a play, how big a penalty is this?
They're bringing it back to where it was caught, or 10 yards past where it was caught there.
Really? I've never seen anything like that. Wow. I mean, the penalty occurred like down at the 15-yard line, and
there was also one right here at the 40.
There may have been was there another flag?
The flag that flew was back here at the 18-yard line. So
right.
I don't know. There was definitely one that could have been called here at the 40. There was definitely two, and both of them were eligible to be called. It wouldn't have been a bad call. So
Scouts have it 1st and 10. Well, they're at their own 40. Brenniger goes in motion. Hand off to Brenniger. He's trying to get around to the outside, and he is not going to get there. And they're going to give him that. Now they're going to mark off the loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down, 14. Brenniger going to get a breather. He comes to the near side line. Isaiah Bush will go wide to the near side. Braden Clark goes wide to the far side. Matt Fry takes it, hands it off to Preston Cooper. Cooper turns upfield. They're going to catch him at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere for Preston Cooper. Actually a loss of a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 15 for the Skyhawks. You can tell the East Fairmont Bees are hungry. They want this game bad. They are fighting hard with every ounce of effort they have. Here comes the Skyhawks out of huddle. Bush and Clark both go wide. 3rd down 15. Fry takes a snap, fakes the handoff, fires one downfield. He's got a man there. It is caught at the 25. He's still on his feet at the 10. They finally bring him down inside the 10. 1st and goal, Scott Skyhawks.
If you want to know how much trust Matt Fry has in these receivers, he let that ball go without Braden Clark, Carson Brenniger even knowing he threw the ball, and it wasn't until about 10 or 15 yards down the field that he looked back. That is trust in your receivers and the ability to find the ball, locate it, and go get it.
1st and goal, Scott at the 5. 10 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the ball game. Skyhawks trail by 3, 31-28. Carson Brenniger, the lone running back. Fry takes it, hands it off to Brenniger. Brenniger coming to the near side, trying to get around to the outside. He's there. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Skyhawks.
I want you to watch this replay, the All-State replay. Carson Brenniger hurdles a incoming defender, trying to make a cut tackle here. Right here, he hurdles that defender and is able to get to the outside. And Jaden Sharps does just enough in order to free Carson on that edge in order to let him get into the end zone and for that touchdown.
Cameron Green.
Miss Quisenberry out there has some disruptions with the umbrella. I told her she's going to have to keep it down at halftime, and she's not listening to me.
They're excited, man. Cameron Green on to kick the extra point. Skyhawks jump out to a 3-point lead. This can make it a 4. Kick is away. It's down the middle of the uprights. And the Skyhawks jump out to a 4-point, 31-point lead. First time the Skyhawks have taken the lead the entire night. We will keep it here. But I'm like you, man. Matt Fry just stepped back in the pocket and unloaded that ball down the far sideline.
When that ball was released, Carson had zero clue that ball was coming to him. He did not. They were on the 40-yard line over here and on their own 40-yard line, and whenever Matt Fry let that ball go, Carson was just trying to outrun his defender, and at about the East Fairmont 40-yard line, that's whenever he picked up the ball and just ran right underneath it. And if you ever want to know how much trust Matt Fry has in these receivers to locate the ball, target it, and go get it, that is one right there that should just give you the idea.
Real quick, here's some numbers for Matt Fry. He passed so far coming into tonight's game 2,542 yards, completion rate 60.5%, 33 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. He's carried the ball 50 times for 476 yards at 9.5 yards per carry for 7 touchdowns. Total 3,018 yards and 40 TDs on the season. Here's the kick from the Skyhawks, rolling down the middle of the field. East Fairmont, they touch it. They finally have to dive on it all the way back, and it's still loose.
They're saying he was down.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Good call.
And they're going to have the ball all the way back at looks like about the 21-yard line. And the officials, Scott said that they didn't have control of the ball, and the officials are going to signal it down as the rain picks up once again. And the official signals Fairmont football. I wish they could zoom in enough on the replay to see that, because they kept, here's the
All-State replay, yeah.
You can see him. It's still rolling. It looked like he got a hold of it. He did one.
I definitely think it's a good call. I do believe that he was down, and whenever he rolled over and the Scott player jumped on top of him, that is what caused him to lose the ball. So being able to look at replay is a whole different story up here than what you see in the stands.
Exactly.
Stuff like that.
Man, I'm concerned over here. We got 2 receivers on 1 defender. And here they go. Got a man wide open. He's under a ton of pressure. Unloads one down the middle. Pass is, they're going to say the pass is complete up at the 27-yard line.
Evan Bartholomew is the one that ends up coming up with the catch. But a good job there of Crookshanks of rolling to his right, being able to set his feet and get off a good throw there near the sidelines.
Carter McClung's over here. He had 2 defenders that he was trying to defend over here. Here we go. Crookshanks, he's going to keep it. Running right up the middle. Connor Hughes, couldn't hang on to it. He's still on his feet. He broke about 3 tackles. Finally, big Trent Bias catches him over the middle. Connor Hughes should have had him in the backfield and let go of him, or he slid off of him.
Yeah, 8-yard pickup on the play. But Crookshanks, for you guys watching, you guys listening on the radio, he is not a guy you're going to be able to bring down easily with arm tackles.
No, you're going to wrap him up and take him down. Here we go. Triple receivers far side, single wide out to the near side. Game clock at 8:47. Skyhawks lead it by 4. Ian Crookshanks goes from the gun. Takes it, fakes, he gives it handoff, and he's going to gain about 2 on the forward motion. We're going to actually give him an excellent spot and give him 3 yards out of that. 2nd down 7.
It was Dominic Fantasia, the one that took it. It looked like that Crookshanks done a good job of selling the fake, as it did get a little bit of a bite from the Skyhawk defenders, enough to open up a little bit of a hole.
2nd down 7. East Fairmont. Empty backfield. 5 receivers. Crookshank drops back, a little screen pass over here. He overthrows his intended receiver, number 89 for the Bees, and that is Evan Bartholomew. Incomplete, stops the clock. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Now another big defensive stop needed here by the Skyhawks with 8 minutes, 1 second to go in the ball game. Skyhawks up by 4.
Yeah, good job there, Carter McClung. He closed on that really quick. But right now you got to watch. You got a 6'2 receiver over here, number 34, Avery Brown, that has caught you a couple times on 3rd down.
Crookshanks takes a snap. Here we go. He's looking to the other side of the field. Unloads one wide open over there, and it is overthrown. Pass incomplete. Woo! He absolutely let that one go. Had a lot of air under.
And we are 100% lucky that it was overthrown, because Carson Brenniger was caught kind of looking at the throw and didn't realize that there was a receiver over there that he was covering, and it was almost an easy catch.
Fennessy was back there as well. 4th down and East Fairmont is going for it. 4th and 7.
Timeout, Scott.
And yeah, Coach Jeremy Dolan and crew, they want to call a timeout, talk things over. We'll take a quick timeout. 7:54 to go in the ball game. Skyhawks 35, East Fairmont 31. This is the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Today's case is a proud.
Walgreens Find RX coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find RX coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate.
CACFM, Danville, Maryland.
East Fairmont going for it on 4th down and 7. Crookshanks drops back. He's under it. He fires one down the field. It is, oh my gosh, how in the world did he catch that? It was right on the fingertips of the intended receiver all the way down in Skyhawk territory back at the 37, 38-yard line. But, man, what a catch.
Yeah, it's going to end up being a 24-yard gain by Bartholomew, but a good job there of leading but from Crookshanks of putting it right where only his receiver was able to get to it.
East Fairmont now will send out 3 receivers to the near side, a single wide out to the far side. Crookshanks from the gun. Fantasia to his left. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and he is going to get down to the 35-yard line. He's going to pick up 2, maybe 3. Gain of 3, second down 7. They're burning clock with 7:14 to go here in the ball game. Skyhawks up by 4. Triple receivers will come to the near side. A single wide out goes to the far side. Crookshanks from the gun. He will fake the handoff. Crookshank goes left. He is stopped, hit at the line of scrimmage, and a flag on the far side of the field.
They
waiting on the initial signal. Motion against East Fairmont. It will be second down and 11. Stops the clock, 6:51 to go in the ball game. Actually, it's going to be second and about 12. Triple receivers to the near side, single wide out to the far side. Crookshanks calls out the numbers. Oh, and they jump. That'll be 5 more. And the Skyhawks trying to get the Skyhawk crowd into this ball game.
Yeah, the right guard for East Fairmont, which is Caleb Crookshanks. He raised up just enough to get that penalty flag thrown. And as soon as he did, the entire Scott defense jumped up and started pointing out the culprit.
Second down and
17.
They need to reach the 28-yard line. Twin receivers each side of the ball. Crookshank drop back, wants to pass. He's looking, got all kinds of time. Unloads one, a Hail Mary down the field, and Branniger's there, and Branniger comes out of nowhere to block and deflect that ball away from the receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like it was number, I'm trying to see him over there. It looked like it was number 1, Michael Hoyt Michael was the intended receiver, and when Crookshanks threw the ball, Michael was wide open, but good job there by closing by Carson Brenniger and able to get a hand on it to force a 3rd and long opportunity here for the Scout defense.
3rd down 17 now for East Fairmont. This stop would be huge for the Skyhawks. Crookshank takes his snap, drops back, wants to pass. He's got all kinds of time. Now he's under some pressure, unloads down the field. Sharps is there, and he cannot hang on to it. Jay Sharps was right there, step for step, right with him, and the receiver could not hang on to it on the, you'll see here on the All-State replay, as they send it down the field, and the Skyhawks force East Fairmont into a 4th down, and it looks like Crookshanks is going to drop back and punt at 4th down 17.
Yeah, they were trying to go for the 6'2 receiver, who is by far the tallest man on the field here tonight. They tried to do a jump ball to him. He almost come up with it, but good job. Those 2 Scout defenders right there.
I smell something here, Chris.
No, 4th and 17 up on.
Oh, and it's a high snap. Crookshanks gets the kickoff, and Brenniger will let it bounce into the end zone, and the Scouts will take the touchback with 5:56 to go and a 4-point lead.
No, right there, if he would have tried to do a trick play on special teams, a 4th and 17, I mean, that puts your season on the line right there. It gives the Scouts the ball there at midfield. That would have been a hard call. I mean, it was hard for me to explain them going forward on 4th and on 9 down here on the play that they got 20 yards on, because it's hard right there the way your defense have been playing. You've put together a couple of stops. It would have been hard to kind of explain.
Here comes the black and gold to the line. And Fry will go under center for the first time tonight. Fry takes it. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's got a hole. He's at the 30 rather, up to the 35, and he'll pick up the first down.
Offensive coordinator Glenn Fry just took a Tommy Harmon playbook call right there. Matt Fry lines up under center. He steps backwards, pivots, and then immediately takes the ball upfield. It is a play that Wayne has ran successfully for a very long time. And right there you see the Skyhawks kind of take a page out of the Pioneer playbook, and picks up a huge gain for Scott to get a first down on 15 yards.
Braden Clark lines up wide to the near side. Isaiah Bush wide to the far side. Now Scott is burning clock. Fry says he's ready. Play clock at 7. Takes the snap, puts it in the belly. Preston Cooper. Cooper goes around right, trying to get outside. Steps, turns, and he's wrapped up behind the line. Well, he's going to fall forward, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was going to lose a yard or two there. So the clock will continue to roll. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Skyhawks up by 4, 35-31. Carson Brenninger back into the lineup. Skyhawks come out of the huddle. Skyhawks wearing those bright, nice gold jerseys, black pants, and of course their black helmet. East Fairmont in all white. Second down 10. Fry under the gun. This time he'll pitch back to Brenninger. Brenninger comes up across the 35 up to about the 38, 39 yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 39. Third down and 6 for the Skyhawks. Game clock continues to roll. 4:10. Play clock at 25. Third down and 6. Fry goes under center. Comes in, hands it off to Carson Brenninger. Brenninger trying to get around to the outside. Brenninger, and is in a whole huddle of guys over there, like a swarm of bees, trying to get up, no pun intended, trying to get up to pick up the fourth down. They're going to be a couple yards short. It's going to be 4th down and 2 for the Skyhawks. Official timeout. And it looks like there's some substitutions being made. 4th and 2. Skyhawks must reach their own 45-yard line. Ball laying at the 43. Here come the Skyhawks out of the huddle. Game clock at 3:23 and rolling. Fry under center. Now he comes out. Game clock, and now Scott will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:12 to go in the ball game. Skyhawks up 35-31. This is the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis. To teach.
To care.
When you choose BOONE, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health.
We're bringing medicine home.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
To go in the ball game. Skyhawks 35, East Fairmont 31. 4th down and 2. Here go the Skyhawks. Fry goes under center. Fry turns, goes back, and he gets forward motion. He's going to be very close. And according to the official, the line judge, he picked up the first down by about the length of the football. And if he gets the spot the side judge is going to give him, it should be a Scott first down. Officials still conferring down there. Oh, he did not give him the spot. He did not give him the spot that he needed. The line judge had him coming across the 35, and then they spot on the inside of the 35, and now they're bringing on the sticks for a measurement. Skyhawks may be just a hair short. They stretch out the stick. Oh, and they're an inch short. Terrible spot. So East Fairmont gets the ball back. They trail by 4 with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go. So now the Black Hammer defense comes on. Can they stop this East Fairmont attack? East Fairmont needs 45 yards. They score, the game is over. And the sad part of it is they got a heck of a kicker that can kick a 40-yard field goal. Black Hammer defense is going to have to step up here. Triple receivers near side, single wide out far side. Crookshanks standing at the 50. Crookshanks takes it. Crookshanks keeps it. He's caught in the backfield. He goes down for a sack. Scott's number 51, Dalton Milam, in there once again, making the stop. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12. Game clock continues to roll. Empty backfield, triple receivers near side, twin receivers to the far side. Crookshanks takes a snap, drops back, wants to pass. He's under some pressure. He gets away from one. He's rolling right. He's the hit from behind. What a hit. Keaton Wheatley comes from behind and drills the quarterback as he unloads. The pass is incomplete. He was trying to throw the ball, and I mean, Wheatley come out of nowhere. Here's the All-State instant replay. Watch Keaton Wheatley drill him right as he starts to let go of the arm, and Crookshank is shaken up as he gingerly walks toward the sideline as we have a timeout on the field. 2:24 to go. Skyhawks 35, East Fairmont 31. We'll take a break as well. This is the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Introducing BOONE.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can pay a little less and enjoy the ride a little more. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate, because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee.
As Scott, defense is set and ready. East Fairmont 3rd and 11. Triple receivers to the near side, twin receivers far side. Empty backfield. Crookshanks drops back. He's looking. Oh, they get away from one. He fires it down the side, and it is caught over there, but it's at actually the pass goes incomplete. Making the hit over there is big Isaiah Brown, making that stop for the Skyhawks. That brings up 4th down and 11 now for East Fairmont. This could be the play of the game right here. 1:55 on a rolling clock. 20 seconds on the play clock. East Fairmont sends twin receivers both ways. Crookshanks from the ground at his own 50. Dom Fantasia to his right. Crookshanks drops back. He wants to pass. He unloads a Hail Mary pass down the field. It is overthrown. Incomplete. Skyhawks take over on downs. Now Skyhawks, all they got to do is burn up 1 minute, 31 seconds. And the Skyhawks will advance to round 2 in the Class AA playoffs. Crookshanks slow getting up in the backfield. He is hurt. Official timeout for Crookshanks. As you see Big Trent Boss down there doing what you normally do, the angel, whatever, back angel wings there in snow. He's down there doing it on the track. So the Skyhawks, all they need to do is burn 1 minute, 31 seconds off the clock. Here comes the Skyhawks offense. You hear the fans cheering, "We love you, number 70. Trent Bice, here we go, 131. Fry from the gun. Fry takes it, fakes the handoff. Here comes Fry to the near side. He gets around the end. He's at the 50, still on his feet. He falls forward, goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now they'll stop the clock as Fry is trying to get every yard he can. That will be a first down. Move the sticks. Moves the ball down to the East Fairmont 43-yard line. First down, Scott. Now they start the clock. 1:21 to go in the ball game. Want to give Preston Cooper a breather. He comes to the sideline. Isaiah Bush goes wide to the far side. Braden Clark to the near side. Carson Brenninger, the running back, to the left side of Matt Fry. Fry takes it, hands it off to Brenninger. Brenninger's got a hole at the middle. He's at the 40, spins at the 35. Still at the feet, they're trying to strip the ball. He's still on his feet. He breaks loose. He's at the 25. Still on his feet. They're trying to strip. He keeps going forward as they keep trying to strip. They keep pushing him. He's still going. They finally bring him down inside the 15-yard line. Wow, what a play. We got to see that one on the All-State replay. Man alive, what a play. And you see Brenninger, he just keeps pushing those legs. He got some help from the Skyhawk line coming up, pushing him. They just keep moving. East Fairmont were not trying to make the tackle. They were trying to strip the ball, and it cost them dearly. 41 seconds on the clock. Skyhawks come to the line. Isaiah Bush goes wide to the near side. Matt Fry will go under center. They will take victory formation. Matt Fry takes the snap, goes to the ground. They'll have to take one more step. Yeah, not they reset. No, that's going to be it. And the Scott Skyhawks have advanced to the second round of the Class AA playoffs by defeating East Fairmont 35-31. East Fairmont led the game the entire way until Carson Brenninger scored on a 5-yard touchdown with 9:46 to go, and the Skyhawks led the last 9 minutes and 46 seconds. And the Skyhawks will go to victory. We'll take a 1 minute break. We'll be back with the celebration after this. This is the Skyhawk Sports Network.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis.
To teach.
To care.
When you choose BOONE, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health.
We're bringing medicine home.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty, annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
WCAC, Danville, Madison. Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
And the Skyhawks will prevail. They knock off East Fairmont by a score of 35-31. We knew it was going to be a game and a half tonight, and it was. And now let's go down to the field. Chris Barrett is caught up with the head coach, and I can see that smile from here, Coach.
Coach, it's probably not the start you wanted, going down 21-7, but you're able to fight back. You're grinning. First playoff win, what's it feel like?
It feels great. Resiliency, baby. That's all I tell these boys. They're always resilient. Hey, we knew we were never out of it, but yeah, we don't like putting ourselves in those situations. Getting down in the first half, then making that fumble on the daggone return, just silly things that put us in a bad spot early. But hey, they battled back. I mean, just like those last runs that Matt and Carson had. I mean, that's just wanting it more than the other team, and they did tonight. I'm proud of them.
Let's go to the defensive side of the ball first, because they stepped up, kind of game on their shoulders in the first half, and then when you go down 10 right there, you had a little bit of trouble in the passing game first off, kind of losing some receivers. What kind of adjustments did you make?
Well, honestly, we just played the coverage that we were supposed to be playing. We just, guys didn't roll to where they needed to be to start the first half. We're playing cover 5, and our safeties were just a little out of position at times. So the kids made the adjustments and did what they were taught during the week, and it caught it. We got it rolling, started getting some pressure on the quarterback. I thought Keaton and Connor played well up front, especially in the second half, getting after the quarterback.
They hit on those two right there, because they're two new players to the program that come in this year. They've had a lot of success this year, but it just seemed like that entire defensive front seven was in the backfield at all times. What was that?
Well, I mean, it starts with them too. When they're actually, getting their hand in the dirt and going forward, they're hard to block. And Trent does a good job. It takes 2-3 guys sometimes to block him, so that helps keep guys off Isaiah and Dalton. Isaiah and Dalton, I thought, done real well, especially when they were blitzing and stuff. And and Ty Mitchell and David, we got two good outside linebackers. Because we was having to drop David back in coverage a lot tonight. He was playing more of a safety position. But overall, I mean, I thought the defense stepped up and played great.
Moving to the offensive side of the ball, you knew it was going to be tough to use your normal game plan here tonight with the elements. Talk about what you all did in order to make it work.
Well, first of all, Preston Cooper ran like a man. I don't know how many broken tackles he had, but he was phenomenal tonight. Matt made some great reads. There was times where the one down here that he kept, we were tossing to Carson, but he seen it. As soon as he seen it, he hit the hole. I mean, in that long run he had in the first half again, that's just him making good reads. Their defensive backfield was pretty good, so, they had us covered. And the elements, again, it kind of took away some of our passing game, but I thought Bush and Clark both had big catches deep. Jay had that big one late on that waggle. So I felt like we started clicking on all cylinders after about halfway, 3/4 of the way through the first quarter.
Last question for you, and I'll let you get back with your team. One more week of practice at least. One more game here next Friday night or potentially next Saturday. What does that feel like?
It feels great. I mean, we're excited. It honestly, I kind of told the coaches over there, they was like, it wasn't exactly what we wanted, but at the same time, we had to get that first one under our belt. It's a whole new season, and the pressure's on. It's win and go home, but at the same time, we're just trying to tell them to have fun. They had a great week of practice. They've been really loose. We were real uptight, putting a lot of pressure on ourselves when we was ranked number 1. And, before the Winfield game, we changed up the way we were doing things. And, of course, we went down there and hit a buzzsaw, but the kids are having fun, and that's what's important. I mean, this is high school sports, and they should be enjoying this every moment of it. And, and getting a big win like tonight, like I said, it just shows their resiliency. We faced adversity at different times throughout the year, putting ourselves in holes, and we always battle back. So, even the Winfield game, it won, it's 26-0. We got to win 26-14, and, just couldn't get back quite as much on that one. But it's just a resilient group of individuals in that locker room. I'm so proud of them.
Coach, congratulations. Go celebrate with your team.
And that was Chris Barrett with the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, Jeremy Dolan. And a victorious night for the Skyhawks, the number 4 Scott Skyhawks. Knock off number 13, East Fairmont, by a score of 35-31. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more of our McDonald's postgame show after this.
It's time for
Walgreens Find Rx coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find Rx coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
At BOONE Memorial Health, every patient is an important patient.
As primary care providers, care starts with us.
Understanding patients' health concerns is the first step in great care.
We take our responsibilities seriously.
To listen.
To get to the bottom of a diagnosis.
To teach.
To care.
When you choose Boone, you choose the start to a healthier life.
Make the choice today.
BOONE Memorial Health.
We're bringing medicine home.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
You really can't get much for $5 these days, unless...
Is that a real song?
I think she liked it.
Your choice of sandwich plus all this for just $5 is worth celebrating. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Piggy Bag.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or
ACFM, Danville, Madison.
Welcome back to Skyhawk Field, where the Skyhawks knocked off East Fairmont tonight in a close one. Final score is Skyhawks 35, East Fairmont Bees 31. Quickly in the second half, the East Fairmont Bees jumped out to stretched their lead out to 10 points on a 22-yard pass play from Crookshanks to Hoyt Michael, and they kicked the extra point. And then it was Matt Fry connecting with Jay Sharps on a 48-yard pass play that Skyhawks pulled within 3. And then it was Carson Brenniger on a 5-yard jolt into the end zone, 9:46 to go in the ball game, and the Skyhawks held on to that lead and a couple of threats to East Fairmont going down the stretch. As we get ready to name our McDonald's Player of the Game, we want to thank Video Productions for being on site with us tonight. Thank Nick Elkins, our producer here on site, Emma Gardner, our camera lady upstairs, and of course they are going to drop off. Final score once again, Scott 35-31. We'll take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be back with more of our McDonald's postgame show after this. You're listening to the Skyhawk Sports Network.